Hey, welcome to the Thursday Checkdown. And I have to say, that doesn't look like Rick Brucewalis. Rick has to work tonight. And so Joe Carlton, his co-host back when I was taking a hiatus, is back filling in the seat. Joe, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you having me, Greg. It's a pleasure being back on. I'm excited. Hearing that music is a great feeling, and I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Hey, well, just so people know, Thursday Checkdown's a weekly show designed to help you win your leagues, okay? And I want to say something. I've been afforded a lot of great opportunities. One of them was I met the good people from Bull Rush, and I need to apologize to both Trevor, to the gentleman that gave me the opportunity to compete there, because I ended up betting heavily on Detroit, and so I'm no longer in the $100,000 contest. They don't have to worry about donating my winnings anymore. If we do this again next year, we're going to get somebody like Joe or Iggy or JC to do it because they know about betting. I don't. So, but I did want to give a shout out to Bull Rush. If you're into the gambling thing, go to bullrush.com. Check it out. They're good people, and it's a good site. Anyway, big mistake betting on the Lions in week one for me. So last week we had our first pros and Joes, and you know our pick of sleepers was miserable. I mean, everybody messed up the sleepers last week, 0 for 4. But our busts were much better. In fact, we were 3-1. The one guy that didn't was our pro, who picked Ashton Genty, who finished running back 24. Not what people were expecting, but still startable, top 24. So, and our Joe picked running back Trevion Henderson, who finished running back 25. So the difference was like 0.9 of a point between being good and being bad. So basically, Rick and I are 1-1 and 1-0. And our pros and Joes got 1 point total. So we're leading the pros and Joes 2-0 at this point. But, you know, this week, we were supposed to have Tyler Bradley, and he had to work late because of an illness in his workforce. So instead, we've got Joe Frick. Joe, how you doing, buddy?
My friends, happy Thursday, week 2. Good to be here. Always a pleasure to fill in for my boy Tyler. I co-host with him on Friday night. Sorry I couldn't make it, but the crew just got exceptionally more better looking, so it's a win for everybody.
Well, Joe, for those that don't know, all right, Joe's a tone setter in any room, all right? He's equal parts hype machine, vibe operator, and locker room glue guy. All right. He does it all. He really does. He brings a rare passion for sports. And I just got to say, he's unfiltered in both his love for sports and his attitude about sports. So, Joe, tell us where people can find your work and what kind of work you do.
Yeah, for sure. So on Wednesday evenings, 8:30 Eastern, I host the Around the 412 Fantasy Football Show with the Around the 412 podcasts. I also am the social media and community coordinator for the Fantasy Sports Advice Network, and I co-host with Tyler Bradley on From the Forum Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's from like a video content perspective. And then I also do some written work for FSAN as well.
And for those of you who are wondering, Tyler will be on. We've moved him to week 13, which for me is a big week because it's Thanksgiving Day weekend. So I don't know if we're going to be doing it on Wednesday instead of Thursday. Last year, we actually did it on Wednesday instead of Thursday. But with Game Changers, I'm not going to preempt her show. So if I have to do it on Thursday, we're doing it on Thursday. But we'll see then. Our Joe we've got Joe and Joe. Our third Joe for the night is actually a James SEO, who I met a couple of years ago at the FF Expo. Everybody should go to the Expo. I actually met Joe at the Expo a couple of years ago as well. So James, you're Twitter famous. You really are. Tell people what you do besides Twitter.
Well, it's the only social media I have. I joined Twitter just to kind of get better idea how to improve myself with the fantasy. from experts like you guys, and also with the sport betting as well. So it's been pretty fun.
I should have called you about the sports betting before trying to do it. All right. So in this segment, it's our pros versus Joes segment. And I think we actually have an intro to this segment. Is that how cool is that? The producers do that stuff for me. I love that. Anyway, in this segment, we take a look at the top 12 quarterbacks, top 12 tight ends, top 24 running backs, and top 24 wide receivers using the real stats. Now, in week one, we were based on ADP. This week, we've actually got numbers to look at. And because it's week one and we all saw what Jamar Chase did, he's actually eligible to be a sleeper this week. And I will say, I talked to these guys, none of them chose Jamar Chase. That said, I did choose a wide receiver that probably shouldn't be allowed, but he is, and I go by the rules. So, anyway, our busts have to be people that are outside those lists. Our busts have to be people inside the top 12 and 24, and our sleepers have to be people outside those lists. So, we're going to start off with our pro. Joe, who is your sleeper for this week?
Yeah, so I struggle with this a little bit. I always think it's easier to be a hater. So finding the bust was a lot easier for me. But as I look through the list, I look through the matchups. The player that stuck out to me is Devontae Adams for the Los Angeles Rams. He's going up against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, they maybe on paper look good. They held Bo Nix to pretty pedestrian numbers last week. They only had the one touchdown through the air, 12-20 loss for the Titans. But when you look at the matchup, I really think that Devontae, he had 8 targets last week. They're going to want to get him more involved. Puka obviously was a big hit last week. I think Devontae is able to step up his game this week, and I don't think Tennessee is going to have any answer for that offensive attack at all. I think Kyron's going to do well. I think Puka does well, and most importantly, I think Devontae is just a smash.
All right, it's our Joe's turn. James, who do you have as a sleeper for this week?
My sleeper is going to be a very easy one. They're facing Carolina, who's allowed 6 or 7 straight games with over 200 rushing yards. It's not James Conner. It's going to be Trey Benson. I believe
That's a gutsy call.
If you take a look at his stats last week, I mean, I think it speaks for itself. Conner didn't rush all that well. I believe he was averaging below 4 yards a carry, whereas Benson, who only had, I believe, 6 carries, but he averaged over 8 carries. And I think Benson will break out in this game, carry the game towards the end, and I won't be surprised to see him with at least 110 to 130 rushing yards and at least 1 touchdown.
All right. Well, let's go to our third Joe. Joe Carlton, who's your sleeper for this week?
My sleeper this week is wide receiver for Philadelphia Eagles, Devonta Smith. Last week, he went up against Dallas defense, who generally plays majority zone. I think they only had a handful of plays where they play man-to-man. And just going back and looking at Philadelphia's offensive trends, when they go against zone, they kind of tend to target their tight end and their running back, and their wide receivers don't get higher volume. They have most of their higher volume games for their wide receivers come against man-to-man. This week they get the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, who plays majority man coverage. They did play more zone in the Super Bowl, but we all know that didn't work out well. So I think that they're going to go back to what they do as a team in general, and that's play man-to-man. And I think the game script is going to allow more passing volume for Philadelphia. I think this game could be close. I think Kansas City is going to find a way. Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City is going to find a way to put up points. And it's going to be a competitive game. We know Dallas Goedert has missed practice. He hasn't practiced this week. He's banged up. We know A.J. Brown is off to a slow start. I believe that has to do with a lingering hamstring injury he had in preseason. And I expect him to continue to be eased in. And I think Devonta Smith gets leaned on heavily in this game, in the passing game. So I'm going with Devonta Smith.
I like that call. And you guys did much better than I did because I'm taking the low hanging fruit. No, not Jamar Chase. I went with Malik Neighbors. And I'll tell you why. I really think that Russ Wilson is cooked. And I think that for Dabble to save his job, he's got to put the kid in. I think we're going to see Jackson Dart sooner rather than later. Maybe this week, maybe not. But regardless, I think Malik Neighbors had 12 targets last week. It's not a target, but he had what, 5 catches for 71 yards. I don't think that stays up. I think, yes, Dallas does play a ton of zone, but I just think that what we're going to see is Neighbors torching that defense, finding the holes in the zone. And I do think that he's got the ability for the run after catch that can really extend these plays. And I think it's hard to keep him out of the end zone. So I'm looking at Malik Neighbors. I just don't think Dallas can do that to two straight divisional opponents. You got film on them too, so you know what to expect. You know where the holes are in the zone. So for me, it's going to be Malik Neighbors. But now let's run over to our busts. And I got to say, our pro, Joe, who you got?
All right, yeah. So for me, this was the kind of the surprise, or one of the surprises of week one. It was a murky situation going into the season. It appears to have cleared up quite a bit, but I don't have a lot of confidence just based on the matchup for this week. So the person that I think is going to be a fade or a bust is going to be Javonte Williams. Even though he had the 2-touchdown performance last week, the numbers that he put out didn't really change all that much from what we saw a couple seasons ago. He had about 3.5 yards per carry that we saw. If you look at what happens with the Chicago Bears this week, I just don't see a situation where, or they're playing the Giants, excuse me. I don't see a situation where he's going to be able to break through that front line, right? So he's going to be touchdown dependent week in and week out. Even though it's a murky room, or it was, that he's going to get the bulk of the carries, but they're only getting 22 rushing attempts last week. I don't think it's going to be significant more this week. He's not going to be a significant add to the passing game. And I think there's just too many dynamic weapons for him to really crack that top 24 this week. So I'm going to roll with Javonte Williams. I think he's a sell high. So if you had him, I would be looking to get rid of him because he doesn't seem like a long-term solution for me.
That sounds great. How about you, James?
For me, I was going to go back-to-back running backs, but his name came up last week, so I said no. So I took the easy way out. Mine's going to be Pittman Jr.
Okay, well, before you go to Michael Pittman Jr., who was the running back? We're not going to count it, but I'm curious.
It would have been Genty.
Oh, okay, Ashton Genty. Okay.
Yeah, because he's facing a tougher run defense.
Yeah.
But he was already used last week, right? So easier for me to go with Pittman Jr. Facing Surtain. We saw what he did to Ridley last year. Even though Ridley had like 7-8 targets, he only caught one pass. Basically, that should be the same story this week in Indy. So I'm definitely fading Pittman.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I like the way Daniel Jones has improved that team. But I think this week, because of who they're playing Denver, and Denver brings pressure. I think they're going to use more of a short, intermediate pass game. So I think you're going to see Josh Downs come in. Snap, crackle, pop this week. I actually had Pittman Jr. as one of my crackles, one of my busts for the week. So I agree with you there. Joe, who you got?
My bust, I've been hating on him all draft season. I thought that, and as a second round pick, he wasn't going to pay off at his ADP. It's going to be running back Bucky Irvin, Tampa Bay. So let's talk about his performance last week. He had 14 carries for 37 yards, only a 2.6 yards per carry average. He did have 4 catches for 8 yards, and he fell into the end zone on one of those catches. So that kind of salvaged his performance. He ended up with 14.8 points. Take away the touchdown, and he already did bust in week one. this week. He's going into Houston against a very physical, fast defense. Houston last year at home only allowed 72 rushing yards per game and a 2.5 yards per carry average for their opponents. I do think that now he outsnapped Rachaad White last week, 44-14. I do think Rachaad White is going to be more a part of this game plan based on the fact of how physical Houston is of a defense. I think that it's going to be necessary for him to take more of the brunt, and kind of, I want to say that Tampa Bay kind of used Bucky Irvin more as a slasher, as a specialist in this game. They're going to try to get him the ball less often, but more efficient. I think Rachaad White gets involved in this game. That's just kind of how I see this one playing out. So,
okay, for me, I'm going with tight end Noah Fant. Fant had 5 targets against the Browns, but he converted 4 of them, but just for a paltry 26 yards. He was saved by a 1-yard touchdown catch. Now, he's still second to Gesicki, so I just don't think that you can count on a touchdown every week. So I'm taking Noah Fant out of the top 12 this week. As I said earlier, our pros and Joes have 1 point from last week, and our hosts have 2 points. So we're going there. We've got news and notes, but I want to thank James and Joe for coming on, and we'll see you down the road. News and notes, Iggy.
Sorry, anything for you, Mr. Kellogg?
right. Night, guys.
Right.
There it
Joe,
is.
You got it.
The 1998 AOL sign-on friggin' sounds. That's what that reminded me of. But yeah, so week 1's in the books. We have a few injuries to go over for the injuries and notes. We know Travis Kelce took out his fellow teammate Xavier Worthy. Considered day-to-day. I believe he was limited in practice, but I don't expect him to be active this week. That provides Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster more opportunity in the passing game. I also think there's a chance that Brashad Smith might get a little bit more.
How can Hollywood get more opportunity than 16 targets?
Well, he's now the wide receiver 1. And Juju, everybody's moving up in the pecking order. So these are the 2 wide receivers that are going to benefit from this. Tyquan Thornton, obviously, his role is still going to be the same, the deep threat.
Hollywood got open deep. If the pass had been good, it would have been a touchdown.
I was just going to say Mahomes hasn't delivered the greatest deep ball, though. Yeah. That's something I thought I would expect Mahomes to improve on as the season goes on, and once they have Rashee Rice in the mix, I think the deep ball will come back.
So next story.
So the next injury I want to go over is Brock Bowers. He exited the game late with a knee injury. He still put
every
up a pretty
fantasy owner in the world that drafted him in the 1st or 2nd round is crying. Is he going to play this week? That's the question.
I think he's fine. I think he'll be there this week. I think they're just managing his practice reps right now, and he should be out there. Who knows how much usage he gets though? Michael Mayer looked pretty good. Once he got
Michael Mayer was a high round draft pick.
Yeah. And
I was surprised they actually drafted Bowers because Mayer was so good.
Well, Bowers kind of fell into their lap. So, I mean, I would have taken him too. He's one of the best tight end prospects of all time. So,
yeah.
I mean, we know George Kittle is on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games, maybe 5. Backup Jake, is it Tongas?
Tongas, yeah.
Jake Tongas and Luke Farrell. personally, I'm not targeting anyone for my fantasy lineup. Maybe like a deep DFS flyer, but neither one of them really do anything
I
for me.
actually like Tongas
Yeah,
if Purdy is playing. But that's kind of a big if now, isn't it?
Purdy's not playing. I don't think he's. I'm seeing 2 to 5 weeks, somewhere between 2 to 5
That's
weeks.
a big range, 2 to 5.
Yeah, that opens the door for Mac Jones.
Would you pick Mac Jones up as a flyer?
No, absolutely not. But I do think
Not even in a super flex.
Possibly. It depends on my quarterback situation. But I'm not picking him up unless he's going into the lineup.
But you would take Daniel Jones over him.
Yes, absolutely.
Who was available on a lot of waiver wires.
Yeah. If Purdy was out for the season or longer, then I would consider picking him up. But what are you going to pick him up for if he's not going in your lineup? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because he's going to be useless again once Purdy comes back in a couple of weeks. But I was going to say something. Who was I going to talk about on Sanford? Oh, Mac Jones. I actually think this is a good thing for Ricky Pearsall. Not specifically this week. He's got a tough match. They have a tough matchup this week, and I do think that they're going to try to run the ball as much as they possibly can. But I do think that Ricky Pearsall is going to be the target earner with Mac Jones, much to like how Brian Thomas Jr. Started getting peppered with targets from Mac Jones last year.
Do you think that Brian Robinson Jr. actually gets more carries too? Because they gave 31 touches to Christian McCaffrey last week. I don't think they can do that and keep him healthy.
No, but I do think they probably will use him this week. Like I said, I see Sam Fran trying to run the ball somewhere between 30 and 40 times.
Would you pick up Brian Robinson Jr. as a bench play?
So I have him rostered. I drafted him
Okay.
once.
But you were down on Christian McCaffrey, if I remember correctly.
Initially, yeah,
okay.
initially. But once we got the good reports throughout preseason and training camp, I kind of leaned towards taking him. The real winners were the people who were getting him in the second round before.
I took him with in one league. I took Derrick Henry with pick 12 and McCaffrey with pick 13. So I did get him in the second round, but
yeah,
he's essentially a first round pick, you know.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely. When he's on the field and he's healthy, he's going to get you those, 18 to 23 points as a floor. So, yeah, absolutely worth the draft pick. So we talked Brock Purdy. We got Drake.
One more question before we leave the 49ers. Juwan Jennings, I think you said he practiced?
He practiced in limited form, yeah.
Do you expect him to play?
I'm not sure. I think it might be a game time decision. It's he doesn't have a status. They didn't update his status.
Well, do you know who would play in his place if he's out?
I'm gonna say that he. I don't know who
I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
But with Kittle out, I'm gonna say he's gonna do whatever he can to play. I mean,
okay.
That's another reason why I'm down on Pearsall this week. But I do like Pearsall with Mac Jones. But if Jennings is out, Kittle's out, they're going to be running the ball a shit ton. And Pearsall's probably going to be getting a lot of defensive attention, would be my guess, being the only really good pass catching option. Drake London left the game with a shoulder injury. He was diagnosed as a sprain, considered day-to-day. He was limited on Wednesday. He was limited today. All signs point to him playing. So I think
isn't that to me? I believe shoulder injuries are very risky for re-injury or further injury. So would you pick up Ray McLeod? Because I heard that Mooney practiced too.
Yeah,
so both Mooney and Drake London practiced, limited but practiced.
I'd say he's worth a flyer. I mean, again, is he going into your lineup, or is this a stash play? Like,
Well, I think it's a stash play at this point to see if they play. Because if both those guys don't play, he becomes the wide receiver one for that team.
yeah, for how long though?
Well, for a
one or
week
two.
at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you plan on putting him in your lineup, then I would go get him. I don't know if I would.
Okay.
I would drop. You got to be careful who you drop for guys that you're just putting in for a week. You know.
True enough.
So
Backup defensive, backup tight end.
I think Kyle Pitts is the winner. Yeah, I think in Bijan. Kyle Pitts and Bijan are going to be the volume guys.
Bijan looked good in the passing game.
Well,
That
Bijan,
50-yard touchdown was sweet.
yeah. And this. What about Casey Washington? You know what? He had 3 catches for 33 yards. He did enter the game after Drake London was out. He got targets. I mean, I know a couple of guys that I talk football with. Pete Terranova, he's a big Casey Washington fan.
Okay.
So
That's a good thought.
Maybe DFS stat throw, maybe not necessarily on your fantasy team, but somebody's
especially in a dynasty league. Washington's young, right?
Yeah, somebody's gonna pick up the slack if London is limited and not being used to his normal volume, his normal 10 targets. Next player up, we have Quinshon Judkins, Cleveland Browns running back. He signed his contract, still hasn't played. We saw Dylan Sampson have a pretty good game. He had 8 receptions in the passing game. I think he's the clear RB1 currently right now. Don't
Sampson
think
or Judkins?
Sampson. I don't think Judkins is going to be dipping into Sampson's volume until he gets up to speed. He missed training camp. He's got to learn the playbook. He's just got to. It's going to take him a while to get up to speed. And then when he does start getting snaps and carries, I think it's going to be eased in. It's going to maybe
nobody on that team looked good running the ball. Nobody did. Sampson scored points because he caught 8 balls.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
He's not going to catch 8 balls every week. I don't believe. I think defenses will take that away from him. But he's my bust this week. He actually is for my snap, crackle, pop, where I have to choose a player at each position. He was my running back bust this week because I just don't see it. I think Judkins will take away some carries, and they've still got Ford there. Now, Ford didn't look good at all, and I do agree with you. I like Sampson's quickness, but I think he's more of a third down back than a bell cow.
Yeah, I'll agree with that for sure. I mean, RB2 flex, you don't want to rely. Yeah, you don't want to rely on him. And obviously, as the season goes on, I do think Judkins eventually takes the job. That's kind of was my initial thoughts going into the season before the whole
holdout.
Yeah, not the holdout, but the domestic issues and the legal issues came up. But yeah, so that's
got time for one more. If we're quick,
we'll talk about Tank Bigsby traded from Jacksonville to Philadelphia.
I saw Sal Vitri said to get him off your rosters. Don't do that. Remember, curse of 370. If Saquon goes down, Bigsby becomes a starter on a very good offense with a very good offensive line. Keep Bigsby. If somebody drops him, pick him up, put him on the end of your bench.
I agree with that. Absolutely, 100%. Will Shipley is injured too. Will Shipley's out.
You got to note that Shipley has broken rib, so he's not coming back. Not for a while. Anyway, that's it for this because we have 2AI or not 2AI coming up. Hey, last week we swung and missed on T-Mac. We said, number 1, he said, hold my beer and finish 3rd out of the 3. So, Bill actually topped the list. Ja'Cory Merritt actually topped the list last week, and Kyle Pitts came in second. He was sandwiched. But all three of them finished within 2.4 points of each other. So they were all close. All right. Any of them could have won. So this week we've got different guys. Tip Major is our AI expert. Tip, what do we got this week? Who are we talking about?
What is up, fellas? Can you guys hear me okay, first of all? There we go.
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, man. It's so good to be on with you guys. So, yes, Greg, we it was a push. All four of us tied, or all five of us, because you're going to include Rick and yourself. We all tied last week.
We all got 4 points. That's right.
We all tied. So I'm here to break the tie. I'm ready to break the tie this week. So we got three players that we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about Jerry Jeudy of the Cleveland Browns, wide receiver. We're going to talk about Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles, tight end. And then we're also going to talk about Travion Henderson, running back for the Patriots. And I know you're probably excited about that one, right, Joe?
I'm hoping to be excited. I got to tell you, I'm not too thrilled about his usage in week one, but it doesn't.
Well, you know what?
It didn't surprise me though. Didn't surprise me.
It doesn't sound like our AIs, Sir Whittington or Krog, are excited about his usage either. But I got a little something I want to talk to both of them about. But we're going to start with Sir Whittington because he has it ranked Jerry Jeudy number one, and he has him down as a reliable wide receiver one. He's
not dropping the ball.
I don't know where Sir Whittington and Krog get this number one thing for Jerry Jeudy, but we'll get into that in a second. Last week, 5 catches, 66 yards. That was respectable, right? We're going to say that's respectable. So he realizes they're going against this tough Ravens defense. And look, are they really that tough though? You know, he's been going back and forth talking about the Ravens defense, and he's not scared of them. He doesn't think they're a challenge, Jerry Jeudy. So we're going to see. And then Sir Whittington has Dallas Goedert ranked number 2 out of his because he commands such a high target volume. Hey, I don't think it's that funny because, look, they're going to have to score points against Kansas City. They're going to have to score points early and often. They're going to have locked focus on A.J. Brown. They're going to have locked focus on Devonta Smith, especially Devonta Smith, because he can torch those guys. And look, that's going to leave opportunities for Goddard. So that's what,
if he plays.
That's what AI is saying, and that is correct because he is questionable. So if he plays, I think he's going to be playing. It did say that he has hamstring issues that could lurk at any time, knee issues that could lurk at any time, but he is dealing with the injury right now. So
by the way, questionable players on the injury report play in 70% of the games. Yeah. It's not 50-50, it's 70-30 for questionable.
Yeah, they got rid of that probable tag a long time ago. And questionable, you're right, Greg. It's usually a good shot if you're questionable to play that game. And then Sir Whittington rounds out Travion Henderson. He said, look, he's an electric rookie. He likes the upside. He's just stuck in this committee. And I argue that it may not be as big of a committee as we think, but we'll get into that when it's my response. But he thinks that he's strictly high upside only. He thinks that he's a risk this week against the Miami Dolphins. I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would be a risk against that team. But that's how he has it ranked out. Sir Whittington has Jerry Jeudy number 1, Dallas Goedert number 2, and Travion Henderson number 3.
So what about Krog?
For Krog has it flipped just a little bit differently. He still has Travion Henderson number 3, but for number 1, he has Dallas Goedert. He says that Dallas Goedert caught 7 of 7 passes last week, which he did. And he feels like Dallas Goedert could be the go-to receiver in this offense. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I don't think that he's a go-to receiver. I think that whenever the other 2 receivers are not being are not open or not, getting the ball, he's their safety blanket. He provides that safety blanket, and he talks about that. He provides a safety blanket for Jalen Hurts when he's in the middle of the field. When he wants to throw down the middle of the field, he's going to throw it to Dallas Goedert. Number 2, he has Jerry Jeudy, and again, they hit him up with this clear-cut wide receiver one. I don't understand
He's
this.
the wide receiver one on his team.
How
That's
can
what
you?
it is.
Well, I don't even think he's a wide receiver one on his team, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Because look, he got 6 catches last week. That's respectable. It's good. But this team is spreading the ball around. Joe Flacco's spreading the ball. But like I said, he has Jerry Jeudy number 2. So that's fine. We could go ahead and go with that. But Travion Henderson, he has him at number 3. He said that he only logged 11 touches last game, including 6 catches for his rookie debut. So he's also steering on the side of caution that he could be a fantasy risk because of Ramondre Stevenson. They feel like it could be a big Ramondre Stevenson game because they feel like they'll be up early and often in the game against the Dolphins, and they'll use Ramondre to run out the clock. I think that if you look at that philosophy, I think that's the wrong way of looking at it because who's going to get you to that point? The players are going to get you to that point. And if they're up early, if they're up often, I feel like Travion Henderson can be that player that helps them get to that point. So I'm thinking that, look, Travion Henderson at number 3 for both of these guys is the wrong call. Now we're going to go to my responses, okay? So with my responses, I always got to stick and jab at these guys, right? So look, for me, Travion Henderson is the number 1 out of these 3. And the reason Travion Henderson is the number 1 out of these 3 is because look at who they're playing, people. The Dolphins. The Dolphins gave up 40 rushing attempts last week to the Colts. Now, I know the Colts have Jonathan Taylor. I know they have DJ Giddens. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Dolphins, the way they played last week, I understand they had a team meeting, a players-only meeting, and all of this stuff is coming out of the woodworks about Mike Daniels and Tyreek Hill and his situation. This team is in shambles right now, guys. And what better way to go ahead and talk about this team and do dirt to this team than a guy like Mike Vrabel, who is going to bring the heat, and he's going to preach focus. He's going to preach nasty. So with Travion Henderson going against this Miami defense, who allowed 152 rushing yards last week, by the way. So look, I tell you right now, Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, I think they both do work this week. I think Travion Henderson gets in the end zone. I think he's going to be the number 1 out of these 3. Dallas Goedert comes in as my number 2. And because one reason I think it's going to be a higher scoring game than some of us realize, it's only week 2, right? So week 2, Greg, you said this. I know you've said this, Joe. I've said this. It takes a few weeks for these players to get acclimated into games and acclimated into real football, real life football. And so once it gets into that point, the first couple of weeks, you get blowouts, you get shootouts, you get a lot of higher scoring games. I think that's why the NFL went and chose the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills week 1, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles week 2. 2 really good offenses that can get off at any moment. And I think that this is going to be one of those higher scoring games. So I think Dallas Goedert is going to be leaned on heavily. I don't know if he'll get in the end zone, but I could see a similar stat to what we saw last week. 7 to 8, maybe 9 targets. He catches 70, 80% of those catches and gets 60 yards and maybe possibly that touchdown. But I think he's steady Eddie. He's going to be good. And for my final guy, it's Jerry Jeudy. And look, I understand that Greg, you said that he might be the number 1 on this team, but I went back and I looked at it a little bit further. There was 3 people that got 8 targets on this team, and none of them were Jerry Jeudy. You had Dylan Sampson, you had Cedric Tillman, and then you also had
Fannin.
Harold Fannin. Yes, Harold Fannin Jr. Harold Fannin Jr. You got those 3 that got 8 targets. I think that this is a committee type approach where Joe Flacco is like, look, I don't have a singular person that I'm going to target. We all thought it may have been David Njoku. It doesn't even look like that, although David Njoku got 6 targets as well. I think that this is just going to be one of those situations where everybody gets love, everybody spreads the love, and you know what? One of those guys could be left out, and I think that it could be Jerry Jeudy because he's been mouthing off talking about the Baltimore Ravens and them being no challenge, and we all know how pissed off they are right now. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm erring on the side of caution with Jerry Jeudy. I'm only putting him in a flex if you have that flex option, if you're dealing with injury. Other than that, I don't want him on my team this week.
But we're talking about a flex starter, Joe. Who do you have of these 3?
I have Trevion Henderson number 1 as well, for pretty much the same reasons that Tip said. They're going against the Miami Dolphins defense that just got lit up. Their secondary is non-existent. They gave up over 150 rushing yards. He was used a little bit less than Ramondre last week. I think that the weather and with it being week 1 might have factored in. I think Vrabel was kind of just easing him in to the week 1 game. I feel like it wasn't a great matchup for him as well to really give him the type of volume that we wanted to see. And he's got the big play ability. I definitely am with you, Tip. I definitely think he finds the end zone. He's my number 1 on this list. If Goddard's playing, he hasn't practiced yet, but if Goddard's playing, I'm going to put Jerry Jeudy number 2 regardless. I think that, Cedric Tillman is, what he, like Tip said, it's going to be a committee, but he's still going to get the targets. They're playing against Baltimore. They're going to be playing from behind most of this game. Everybody's going to get somewhere between 5 and 8 targets, I think. Njoku was kind of the odd man out last week. I feel like defenses were keying in on him as the top target, and that's why the other guys benefited. This week, we don't know who Baltimore is gonna take out of the game, but it's probably definitely gonna be looking to shut down Jeudy because of all the talking he's been doing. But at the same time, he is their underneath wide receiver, and they move him around the formation. They probably will manufacture touches for him, and he probably does end up with 4 or 5 receptions for like around 50 or 60 yards. And I think that's going to be better than what Goddard does. I'm against Goddard this week, and it's because of Kansas City being stingy against tight ends. Kansas City playing man-to-man. Talked about it earlier. Philadelphia targets their wide receivers more when it's man coverage, and they go to their tight ends and their running backs when it's a zone defense. And this game's in Kansas City, and he could get 3 to 5 targets, I say, if he's playing. But I think that the hamstring injury, the fact that he hasn't practiced, is got me worried a little bit.
If he comes back tomorrow, then I think he'll be okay.
Right? Yeah, the Friday practice obviously tells the story, but I think him and Jeudy will be pretty close in production. I lean a little bit more towards Jeudy, just based on where he's at in the pecking order. He might not be the number 1, the clear-cut number 1, but he's in the top 2 as far as target earners go for that team, in my opinion, consistent target earners. So that's how I have it. I have Henderson, Jeudy, then Goddard.
So I got to say, I love this tri-screen because it makes it look like I'm sitting above both of these two yahoos. And I love that. Now, typically, I would lean running back. I would. Typically, I'd lean running back, especially after Bill led the way last week, and I went away from Bill for Tet, and typically I'd go running back. But Joe Flacco has the experience necessary to make quick reads, okay? And I don't expect Jeudy to repeat his 2 drops from last week, one of which could have been a touchdown, right? I don't know if Jeudy scores this week, but I do know that he'll exceed his 5 catches for 66 yards. And I'm not sure either of the other 2 guys will exceed double-digit points. I will go with Henderson for number 2, and he's going number 2 because he went to that school down south, so I can't put him number 1. Just can't do that. That'd just be wrong. I mean, Michigan fan, I just can't do that. But if only Ramondre Stevenson weren't there, I probably would, because I do like Trevion Henderson. I do. But Ramondre Stevenson is in the picture, and I do believe that they lean heavily on him one more week. which means that Henderson's role is limited. Okay. I also think that you're just going to see Goddard not play. And if he does play, I will say this: Pop from Snap Crack on Pop, Dennis Michelson, is a huge Kansas City fan. And he made the statement that Kansas City often gets torched by tight ends.
No.
Tight ends actually do very well against Kansas City.
There was a stat last year that they gave up. I think it was 70+ yards per game. They were one of the higher scoring, giving up yards. Now the touchdowns and stuff were still, but yeah, yardage wise, yeah, they did last year a little bit.
But for Goddard to top Judy, I think he's got to score a touchdown. And since he only in his entire career averages one touchdown every 3.9 games, basically 4 games, I just don't see him getting one this week. So I'm going to say, for me, it's going to be Judy, and then it's going to be Henderson, and then it's going to be Goddard. And I got to believe that there's going to be separation this week.
Well, you know what? The full analysis will be on the Sports Affiliation tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll have the full analysis, the full breakdown from Sir Whittington, Krog, and myself. So please check it out. You can go back and check out weeks 1 as well to see that we did tie, that we're not lying about it. We did all tie. And then, but other than that, guys, thank you so much. It's been a blazing. It's been so much fun.
All right, we got mailbag coming up next. I don't know if we have a segment introduction for mailbag. If not, we'll go right into it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we don't. We go right into that, Greg.
All right. Well,
Why don't we hit the question on the screen real quick before
Chip?
we go?
Oh, okay. Kincaid or Kraft? Thank you, guys. Kincaid for me. You want to answer, Tip? You can stay around if you want.
Yeah, no, I'll answer this question. Man, I like what I've seen from Tucker Kraft. I'm gonna go Kraft tonight, man. Kraft mac and cheese, baby. Let's do it. I'm going Kraft.
All right, that's 1-1. What do you say, Joe? Break the tie.
I'm gonna lean Kincaid here. I think Washington who'd they play last week?
Well, they played Theo Johnson and the lowly Giants.
We can't really go by last week because I did see that they were second best against the tight end based on the 1 week sample against Theo Johnson. This is a tough one. I'm going to lead Kincaid. Both of these offenses are similar. They spread it around to everybody. There's no clear target earner. Kincaid got into the end zone last week. I believe. Did Kraft also get in the end zone last week? Did Tucker Kraft?
Yes.
Score?
Yeah, he did.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's basically a coin flip. But for some reason, I'm leaning Kincaid.
Okay, we will do Eric's question right after we do the first one I have from the mailbag. From Fabian Zuniga, he needs to sit one: McConkey, Egbuka, or Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's go with you first, Joe. Do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is this Marvin Harrison, right? Not Marvin
Yes.
Mims. Okay. I'm gonna sit. This is a tough one. They're all good.
They're very good.
I'm gonna sit Egbuka here. Because here's the thing. I think McConkey's in for a bounce back week.
Yeah.
I for sure. He was kind of blanketed. Keenan Allen was leaned on because of that. I think McConkey's in for a bounce back week. Marvin Harrison's looking great. Year 3 Marvin Harrison is going to be an absolute stud throughout the entire season as long as he's healthy. Egbuka repeat performance. I don't know. I mentioned it earlier.
I do. He's not going to get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I do think that Rachaad White is going to be part of the game plan this week. I think that he only had 4 snaps last week. This is a guy that's involved in the passing game. He's had over 50 receptions every year he's played. I don't think that Bucky Irvin did anything to say I'm the 3-down back last week. I do think that they need to not limit his touches, but try to make it so he can be more efficient with his touches. And I think the only way that can happen is if Rashad White gets involved. I think that the offense needs another wrinkle because I think that if it's
so who are you sitting?
I'm sitting Ibuka.
All right. Tip, because we got to get through a bunch of questions.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not a little nervous about Ladd McConkey because you got the situation with Quentin Johnson coming into this. You got to play him. You got to give him another shot. I do think that but I think Ibuka is too valuable in this offense, and I think that Marvin Harrison is too valuable in this offense. And then I look at the quarterback situation. That makes me lean McConkey a little bit more, but I just can't sit Marvin Harrison right now. So I'm going to go with those two, Marvin Harrison and Ibuka.
Okay. Well, for me, I actually love all three guys this week. Yeah. But I really love that two of these games are Monday night, so they're primetime matchups. I think that does play into the motivation for the players. I think Carolina is more susceptible to the pass than what Jacksonville showed. I think that hour delay really screwed things up for both teams. But if Arizona jumps out early, I think they emphasize the ground game, so I'm probably going to sit MHJ. I just think Marvin Harrison Jr. is more likelihood of a reduced role this week. So that's who I'm going. So let's go to Eric Mercado, Reed, Coleman, or Hollywood Brown. I'll go first this one. I love Coleman and Hollywood. I think Jaden Reed is who he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm starting Hollywood Brown. My next choice would be Keon Coleman, and Reed would be my last choice. Tip, let's go to you second.
Yeah, it's Coleman for me. Coleman, I think, is the number one in that offense. Mm-hmm. We saw Khalil Shakir kind of like almost got forgotten about. And Kincaid will be there as well. So it's Coleman for me. Then I'm going to go Hollywood Brown. I just don't trust the 16 targets. I think that comes down quite a bit. I still think that he does work, and then Reed for me, I'm staying away from him. He's just too gadgety for me. I think that he's great for fantasy, but for my taste, I'd like the other two more.
All right. How about you, Joe?
What were the names?
It was Reed, Coleman, or Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah. No, I got Coleman number one. Hollywood did have the big game last week, but I feel like Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be a little bit more involved as well. I think that it's not going to be all Hollywood. They have a whole week to prepare now without Xavier Worthy, so the game plan could look a little bit different. I think that they're going to try to get the running game going too, so that's kind of why I'm off of Hollywood. So I go Keon 1, Hollywood 2, just because he's the top 2 target, and Jaden Reed 3, and it's mainly because he's still only playing those slot snaps. He's only at about 68-70% snap share overall. So from a pure volume, to looking at it through a volume lens, the safer play would be Keon Coleman.
All right, guys. I guess better late than never, but from Jackson Fulton, Zay Flowers versus the Browns or A.J. Brown versus the Chiefs. Joe, you're first.
I'm going Zay Flowers here. Year 3, Zay is a menace. I still think A.J. Brown is still working his way back from a hamstring injury, and he's not going to get tons of volume. I like Devonta Smith in this game. If Goddard plays, I like them as a targeter, and as A.J. Brown could make a big play. But I think they're going to keep him out there. I feel like he plays injured just to be a decoy. That's something I noticed about him throughout his entire career. When he does play injured, he doesn't get the usage needed to give you wide receiver 1 numbers. And just Zay Flowers looks awesome. And I think he continues to have a great year.
So I'm going Zay Flowers too. Yeah, Cleveland did shut down Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but that's more a Joe Burrow thing. If you look at his numbers in week one, um, he's averaged 192 yards, one touchdown, and one interception in week one for his entire career. He's never been great in week one. And week two has been better, but still mixed for Burrow. So I do expect great improvement for AJ. It's not hard to improve on one target, one catch, and 8 yards. So I do expect him to improve greatly. But Zay Flowers was a major focus of that offense. I mean,
Yep.
he was used multiple ways, and especially after the way Baltimore lost, they're going to be pumped up, and I think they're going to be on fire. I'm going with Flowers here. So,
I just want to say last year, Zay played Cleveland twice, once in week 18 where he sat after, the first quarter. So that really doesn't count. But the game earlier in the season, he did have 5 receptions for 73 yards on 6 targets against Cleveland's defense. So he does play Cleveland well. And like you said, Greg, Cincinnati and Cleveland. Cleveland is the kryptonite for Cincinnati, and so is week one. So I think that the Cleveland defense is kind of coming off of a high point for sure.
do we have any more questions in the chat? Because I'm out of questions to answer.
We don't.
And
There was more. There was more mailbag questions, wasn't there?
Was there another one?
There was 1, 2, 3. There was like 4 more.
All right, well, go ahead and read them to me because I don't have them.
I got the players that I picked, but let me bring up the script.
Let me see if I can find them. I had them in here.
That's where I got it from, right there. Hold on, I got it. Start. I got one right here. Start 1. Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, or Calvin Austin. And this is from Brewer Murphy.
Okay, give us your answer.
I'm going. So I don't necessarily like any of these options this week, but I went with Calvin Ridley just because he's the better volume play of the 3. I think Terry McLaurin is going up against a tough Green Bay defense in Green Bay, and they struggle against the run. I feel like Washington's going to try to run the ball more. I think Debo is going to be more involved for that reason. And I think it's going to be more similar to the way Washington played last week, where McLaurin wasn't necessarily had to be used. I feel like they only hyper-target Terry when they really have to. And the fact that Green Bay runs the ball a lot and they have a methodical style of offense, this could be kind of a lower scoring, grinded out type of game. It's also on Thursday Night Football. So another reason why I lean Ridley. Sometimes I go against my Thursday guys as a tiebreaker. And Calvin Austin, Pittsburgh's playing Seattle, and that just means DK Metcalf is going to have – they're going to do Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh. I feel like they're going to do everything in their power to get DK Metcalf the football and have him have a game. Doesn't mean Calvin Austin isn't going to be involved, but I just think his ceiling might be a little bit limited this week. And
Okay, so I
Calvin
actually
Ridley.
don't like McLaurin at all because I think it's going to take him 4 to 5 weeks to get that hold in out of his system. I love Ridley's target share. He had 8 targets in week 1. But I really don't like his quarterback situation at all. Austin, I got Aaron Rodgers as my bust of the week for quarterbacks from my Snap, Crackle, Pop. So I'm actually going to go with Austin, but I really don't like it this week. I did find another one of the questions was from Summit Hadlock, Garrett Wilson or Ricky Pearsall. And can I say both? If I can start them both, I'm starting them both.
Yeah.
But the fact that Purdy's not going to play and the fact that Wilson is a target hog, I'm going Wilson easily over Pearsall. How about you?
I'm going Wilson over Pearsall. I think Kittle being out hurts Pearsall a little bit because of the defensive attention, as well as Purdy being out. Now, I do think Mac Jones will hyper-target him in games where they are going to pass, but I think that they're going to run. They're going to do everything they can to run the ball. They're going to run the ball close to 70% of the snaps in this game.
Okay, we got one more question. We're right at the hour, so let's get this real quick. From Damian Andrews, Dak Prescott versus New York Giants, or Trevor Lawrence at Cincinnati. Also, T. Higgins versus Jacksonville, or Cortland Sutton at Indianapolis. Who you got? Just give me who you got. We don't need reason.
Dak Prescott.
Okay. And who do you have at wide receiver?
What was the wide? There was a wide receiver. Oh,
yeah, it was Higgins or Sutton.
T. Higgins.
Okay. And I'm going just the opposite. I'm going with Sutton because he's the top receiver in Denver. And I'm going with Lawrence because I expect that matchup to be much more favorable to him. I think Dallas gets a lead against the Giants and just pounds the ball. So I don't think Prescott has to pass. That's our show for this week. Tune in again next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m., where we'll do the same thing and roll it back. And also, tune in on Tuesday night at 7 p.m., where we do our Snap, Crackle, and Pop. From the Sports Affiliation, thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe.
I got the message, but they didn't.
I can't hear JC. You're muted, buddy.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll right into a watch party now.
All right, I can't stay.
We are still live, so your beautiful hat.
All right. Well, I'd like to stay next week. I'll try to stay. I'll plan for the watch party next week. But this week I'm going to have to dash because I've got my sister-in-law visiting from Michigan.
Sounds good. I was just sanding the bathroom because we are repainting.
Bye now.
Bye, Greg. All right, cool. What's up?
I got a sit question for you, JC.
For me?
I need help. Me and Steve need help.
All right.
We have Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry, and Harold Fannin, who we play at tight end.
I just want to play the upside of Fannin, I think Kraft's going to give you 9 to 10 points. I mean, if you look at the Green Bay's game last week, every player on the team had like 2 to 3 catches. So, I think with Kraft, you're hoping for touchdown. Well, how many targets did Fannin have last week? 11?
Yeah, but Njoku didn't have many, so they could flip-flop. You never know.
It could, or they just maybe they're done with him. Yeah, dude, I had to shower. I was sanding the bathroom. We're gonna be painting, but it's a really dusty job. I hate drywalling. You got anybody going tonight? Are you gonna play Craft or what?
I don't know. I'm talking it out with Steve. He said it's up to me. It doesn't matter. I told him
Craft is gonna be guaranteed. You know, he's gonna be on the field.
Right.
But there's 5 receivers on that field.
I definitely don't like. Not that I don't like Hunter Henry, but I think that if the Patriots beat up on this Miami secondary, it's going to be with Booty, Diggs, and Henderson. And I think Hunter Henry is reserved for the tough, grinded out type of games. And unless this game is close, Hunter Henry is probably going to bust. So that's kind of why I'm going against Henry, despite him looking real good with Drake May and being his top trusted target. I just think Diggs could be more involved. Booty showed that he could do it, and
I guess I just think with Fannin, dude, the targets. I think Joe Flacco doesn't, Joe Flacco must really like him if he's giving them that many targets as a rookie. Him and Tillman went off, so I think that those might be Flacco's guys. And I don't think I'm not going to start Fannin just because of the upside he has. 11 targets is a lot, man. You don't just get 11 targets game one if, not a coincidence,
Well, he was on the field for 35 out of 51 passing plays.
Yeah, that's
pretty good,
Dennis.
Right. What do we need here? I got to put them in before the game starts. 3 amigos, that's the team.
Forgot to brush my hair. Eric said bounce back wide receiver of the year is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, I don't know how he can be bounced back if he hasn't been it yet. So I don't know if I would qualify that. I mean, yeah, he might have a breakout year.
Nice. So I'm going to relocate to the living room for the watch party. So I'm gonna dip out for a couple of minutes. I'll be back.
Not allowed, Joe.
Yes, I have the TVs upstairs. I didn't set the TV up down here today.
What are you drinking tonight, Margs?
No, Modelo.
Hey, let's go. Modelo.
I only had enough tequila for 1 mug when I got home, and I drank that within like 35 seconds.
We're about to make margs over here. So
yeah,
nice. Somebody's drinking them. All right, Joel, go get set up.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm only here for a couple minutes until dinner's ready. So
what's for dinner?
Philly cheesesteaks and corn on the cob and a margarita.
That's the craziest combination I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, man. Whatever. Corn was on sale, so I added it to the list. Oh, dude, what's going on? My TV might be too loud. Hold on.
Well, how does it feel for us both to be top of the NFC North?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I fell asleep in the third quarter of the Bears game.
Oh, dude, I had it on my phone. I was out by the fire, and
new fire pit.
Yeah, and I kept losing service on the app I was using kept losing the game, so I had to I shut the game off the fourth quarter. I'm like, dude, there's no way they're coming back from this. I look at the score on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? What happened? I had to try to get inside real quick to finish the game. Yeah, so I went back last night and just rewatched the game.
Yeah, it's good to have the condensed games. I actually went back and watched that game too. I was like, I got to see exactly what happened. And Minnesota just had good offensive drives.
Well,
it wasn't like a big play. I mean, there was a couple longer yardage plays, but
Aaron Jones after the game, he said after that interception, he came into the huddle. I don't think, not right away, but a little bit later in the game, and he said to everybody in the huddle, or JJ McCarthy said to everybody in the huddle, he said, "Is there any other place you'd rather be right now?" So I'm like, this dude's a leader. I'm stoked, man. He's gonna be good. He looks, I think he looks like the part. The decision making he made in the fourth quarter was crazy. The rushing attempt he made, him getting into the end zone. It's nice to have TJ Hawkinson there to kind of lead the way, but it's nice to see him run. Aaron Jones, I think he's going to be used more in the passing downs, and you're going to see more of Jordan Mason probably be that running downs back. Goal line back, 2-minute drill back. You don't want Aaron Jones getting hurt, and you don't want him fumbling the ball. Other than that, he's good,
Dennis in the comments too, dude. What's up, Dennis? How you living?
He said Bears fell asleep same time you did.
Good, man. They really did. Al Michaels, he's a staple for me, dude. I've been listening to him as long as I can remember. And it's always nighttime. So I think he called the 1980 championship over USA, when we whooped Russia's ass.
Oh, nice.
In the Olympics. But I don't remember that at all, of course.
Dude, how do Vikings get back-to-back primetime games?
I'm telling you, dude, the NFC North has a pretty big following. Great show, though. If you missed it, make sure you go check out the Thursday Checkdown. We had James on the show. Somehow as a Joe. I don't get that, but I guess Greg and Joe are allowed to flex the rules however they want. And Joe as the pro. Yeah, it was a great show, though. Check out their opinions on a sleeper, on a stud to sit, and just talking about it. They didn't really talk about this game that much at all. And passing with JCM, is it? Yeah, JKM.
Bill,
baby.
I'm glad I took him in the in Butkus, dude.
Yeah, you're doing good in that league. I crapped the bed. So I have Jordan Love. I don't have Jordan Love playing this week. God, I hate. You know what I hate doing, honestly, and you can relate to this. And anybody listening, let us know if you're in a one and done league. Man, like there's the trade centers right there, pretty crazy.
Yeah, 9/11, dude.
I hate to set my lineup and then like try to check it, and then maybe it deletes it all, and I just don't get a lineup, and you're just screwed for the rest of the season. So I set it like sometime, usually Monday, Tuesday. Or excuse me, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I just let it sit. Just like that's it.
Oasis, man, I usually don't touch Oasis till Sundays.
It's not a bad strategy either. I forgot one week my first year, just like you did, and you're done after that because the good ones aren't forgetting any weeks,
Yeah, that's what hurt me in surfing, dude. I missed all the men, dude. I'm like, no, I was doing so good.
Yeah, man. It's brutal when you're playing against people that don't let up. It's part of being good, I guess,
Dennis said, setting lineups and scouring the waiver wire for guys that can fill in. That's the worst part about fantasy football. But that's what gets you wins, dude. It's not drafting doesn't get you wins.
Right.
Being consistent and being vigilant, watching the waiver wire.
Yeah, you got to
setting the right lineups. Best percentage lineups.
Man, yeah, I got it.
And they had the F-22s fly over. That's pretty sick.
I have Jaden Reed going tonight and the Kings.
Ow!
Hey.
Hey.
Man, yeah, I got it.
Did you just get a shower? I did too, man.
I have Jaden Reed going tonight. Let's give it a second. It's a thing called a delay. Yeah. Oh man.
Did you get a shower? I did too, man.
Did you take a shower? Did you take a bath? Give it a second. Yeah, that's gonna be super weird.
Philly cheese. My girl made. We don't have any meat, so I was like, "What are you gonna make?" She's like, "I'm gonna make." She made this like pasta with like peppers and onions. And then she put like white beans in it. So,
yeah,
it was pretty good.
That's the northern Midwest thing right there, man. That's for sure. The pasta and the beans. Y'all make that goulash, right? Is that what y'all call it?
Yeah, goulash is up here. That's all right.
Beans, meat, and pasta, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like chili and pasta together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first time I saw that. But it's good. Not knock it till you tried it.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. You ever heard of hot dish? This is what a casserole is.
Oh yeah, you put fish casserole, right?
They just call it hot dish up here.
Yeah, I want to try to. They had a breakfast casserole at draft. It was pretty good, man. I want to try to make that sometime soon. Yeah, I don't know, Dennis. I just love football so much, dude. Just happy to have it, but also I get it. I don't, That's what I like about Thursday. I've been watching it from year one, and it's kind of been the same. The provider has changed, but it's still pretty much the same, and I love it.
All about money. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's all about. Money they're not sharing with us right now.
What the heck? That's greedy. Come on now.
One day, though, we'll get them. Ask the NFL to advertise on TSA.
You think who's getting the ball first?
bet Green Bay wants the ball first. I don't know. They're a Super Bowl team. I wouldn't put my future in on them like I do every year.
Good start.
It's just, you know, you
Hey.
should buy the dip just like anything else, and I probably will buy the dip. And
Honestly, it's a plus right now. And you're on.
well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Super Bowl futures are all pretty dadgum good odds. So.
Well, I mean, last year you guys didn't beat Detroit once. You beat them in the first game of the season. That's good. It's a good start, man. That's a good way to start.
When I told people about the Lions, it's like playing chess and you don't get your bishop or your rook, you know, and you just got to try to win without them. Which you can do, but it's a good learning curve. You got to get one of those pawns. That's pretty cool. I love Amazon's intros, dude. I don't know if you get to see it. It's right up your alley. It's just such cool graphics. And
Oh yeah, all this vector stuff.
looks like Green Bay's receiving. I got to go to Lambeau one day.
One day.
How far is Green Bay from Minneapolis? Pretty far, right?
Let's see. Oh, my phone died.
Or St. Paul?
I'm in Minneapolis.
You're in Minneapolis? Okay.
Yeah. North Minneapolis.
Your cousin from Boston. Can you hear us? Can you say something, Joe?
Joe.
Hey, Joe. Where you go?
Oh, there we go. Now I
Hey,
can-
Joe.
Wait, you're saying hello to me?
All right. We'll take it. That's not a bad return.
I think you're ahead of me.
What is a touchback these days? It's
35 yards, I think.
35-yard line.
I think that's where they start from. The kicker starts from the 35, and they want to keep it in the zone. There's like a zone. What's crazy is I actually kind of like this rule because it kind of gives the opportunity for returns, and it also allows you to strategize. So the one thing that I like, this is what I like about Kevin O'Connell as a coach, our returner. I think it's Ty Chandler. But at the end of the game, there was 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. We were up and we got the ball back, and we didn't want them to get that 2-minute warning. So basically, what he did is instead of having them, down it, so they get an extra, timeout or an extra, down, time not running off. He had him run it because he basically what he did. Ty looked over as soon as he caught it, and he's like, run it out. Because as soon as run it out, then you're good.
Right. Jacobs, man, he's just got such power. This is the Lombardi Bowl. I don't know if you guys heard me talk about it, but he coached both of these teams. Head coach.
Is this the first time they play each other in a long time? I'm guessing. Do they usually?
We played each other last year, I think. I can't remember. I need to go look at, but
I like their unis today, dude.
which ones?
The all white.
The
With
all
the
white, yeah.
green and yellow.
The white helmet. That's really what it is the white helmet. But I feel like the Packers and all the NFC North teams should, instead of wearing an alternate, they should just wear one of their old school ones.
I like the all white. I think the all white ones should just be reserved for teams that are in the north where it snows. That's it.
Yeah, you got to get snow. Jordan Love, so good, man. Phew.
I remember when it was just on Thursdays. Just Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's how I remember it too. And it was just Detroit and the Cowboys versus whoever they were playing. That was the only two teams. Golly, Wicks is tearing it up.
He's good, man.
I know I had him on the taxi squad forever, but Penix on there right now, and Nolan Smith. I got great
just-
people. On
There's
the
just too many receivers on your team, like, just to know who's going to be catching the ball that day.
That's why I took Jordan Love, because he's the one throwing it to all of them. I got a double unit on Jordan Love over 6.5 rushing yards tonight. So let's get one scrabble for a first down and just cash that ticket, eh?
I think Wick's receiving yards is like 35.5 or something.
I didn't have time to put in any bets.
I didn't put any in, but
Probably
But
a good thing about
I
that.
will say this: I did pick up Dontavian Wicks on the cheap on a couple of spots.
I don't blame you.
I didn't play him, but
Yeah, he's a hard
already at
start.
19 yards.
Yeah, he's tearing it up, dude. Josh Jacobs is so good. All Alabama running backs are just good. That's what they make.
Is Washington's defense like terrible now, or just
that's
mediocre?
Parents.
I
Yeah,
just remember like 3 years ago, it was just insane. They had like everybody.
who did?
The Commanders, that front line was just stacked.
Oh yeah, they had solid Jonathan Allen,
And that's when Sweat was
Okay.
there.
Sweat. Yeah,
Chase, what was his name? That should be pass interference.
oh it was holding or passing.
Oh, he was grabbing him around the waist.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't cheat to win. Just want to say thanks
Oh,
everybody for
it's
joining.
Marcus Lattimore. That's why.
Dan Quinn, dude, he's so good.
Yeah, dude, he's grabbing him around the arms.
Pulling his jersey.
He had him beat so bad.
Sucks.
There's like 3 pass interference calls in that one play, just against one player. He's like, "What happened?"
This is baloney. Do y'all have any pick'ems going?
oh shit! You just reminded me. I forgot to do
Yeah.
that too.
Dang it, dude, that
Damn it,
sucks.
Joe.
So I got a loss. I get a loss already for the week. Whatever.
Jesus, man, you're
That's not
handicapping
good. I forgot
already?
it too, and I'm in the lead. Damn it.
I was preparing for the show. I had a shitty week all week. Monday, JC knows what happened Monday. What happened?
Yeah, that's
Tried to, I had somehow signed up for Streamlabs. I don't know. I had to call and deal with that to get that canceled because it was being charged on my bank account.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then we found out that Comcast has been double dipping on us. We've been sending them a bill, and they've been auto taking it out of our bank account at the same time.
That's
So
wild.
now we're waiting on like a $1,200 refund.
Wow. That's insane, dude.
Right? How silly is that? And I'm
You
trying
think
to
they'd be like, hey, you got a credit or something, you know?
Yeah, we're
my
we're still
goodness.
working on that, but they had to refund all the money, the extra money they took out of us. It was a disaster all week. And then I had the basement flood late Sunday night into Monday morning.
The trifecta.
It's been a long week, man.
Oh my goodness! At least he reached out. I mean, he laid out for it.
Rough September, man. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. That's no bueno, as they say. What are they doing? Well, the show went really well. Y'all nailed that.
Dobbs, man, he's just Mr. Reliable. He's just there. Nice. You need a first down. There.
Touchdown. Oh, please let it stand. Oh, Reed's done, though. Oh, my God.
Jaden Reed.
You guys are ahead of me.
I haven't seen it yet either, so don't worry.
I'm sorry. I try to be quiet. It's just my team.
There was a flag.
Oh, that's holding,
definitely-
dude. Yeah, that's holding.
Oh, Reed's down.
He's so fragile. Wasn't he playing?
Dude, that's a shoulder. It looked like he's landing on his shoulder.
He's not the biggest guy.
He might have just had the breath knocked out of him. He might have landed on the ball.
Damn, Love threw that on a dime, though. Come on, get your arm down.
No, he went back down.
Oh, come on. That's not a hold. Let him get away with it.
Is it his hand or what? Like I said, I think he lost. If you land on your diaphragm with that ball, you're gonna all the air is gonna come out of your body.
He landed on his shoulder. He's fine. Might be an AC joint.
Yeah, that's a huge hold, dude. He's got you around the neck.
It's an AC. I'd be willing to bet it's an AC joint sprain. Damn it, dude. That is such a vibe killer. That's like a triple negative. Penalty, touchdown wiped off, Reed hurt. This just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's not moving his arm. That's definitely a shoulder.
Yeah, it's his AC joint. He's done the night at least. Probably month.
All right, well, I better get the rest of my picks in. Fuck, that sucks.
Can't believe
I only missed 2 last week also, man. It just screws up my shit.
Brooks, woo.
You gotta get in. You gotta get in this pick'em. I can't believe I forgot to do my pick'em picks on both of them. The $5 one that I can potentially win $700 each week. The winner, if you're the winner on your own, you decided to not split and you the tiebreaker and you win on your own. It's like $700.
That's nice. This one just is 50 season long. It's part of the league I drafted. You got they go up. I'm not saying what they're doing. Come on.
Is this that running back, Brooks?
What the heck? He sat on it. You got to go get it. You can't sit on it. All right. Well, I'm going to go eat dinner, fellas.
Oh, that pass was great, dude.
Yeah, you got to go get it. I don't know, Dennis. I don't know what they're doing. I should have just kicked the field goal, taken the drive, been successful.
Before you leave,
Menace prop hit.
before you leave, what do you think about the Cleveland versus Baltimore game?
What do you mean?
Joe Flacco revenge game.
He's already been back, but yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. The Browns are so difficult to read offensively. So
The defense is good though.
yeah, they do have a good defense. We'll see how that game. AFC North, man. Anything can happen. They should have won.
Cleveland, yeah, I mean Baltimore, dude, they're good.
All right, guys. Well, I'm out.
Later, bud.
All right, Iggy. Good night, man.
Enjoy your crazy meal.
What's he eating?
He said he's eating Philly cheesesteaks, corn on the cob, and margaritas. So that's weird combo.
I can get with that. That's pretty good. Damn it. I didn't set my lineup either on the MFL. I have too many leagues.
What the heck?
I can set that though now. I don't know if I have any Thursday players. I don't think I do.
Ooh, who wins between Detroit and Chicago? This week's a little tougher. Last week, man, I killed it. San Fran versus New Orleans without Brock Purdy.
Salud.
Aye.
Where the hell is the app? Did the app?
New England's going to beat Miami for sure.
For sure? I wouldn't be for sure.
I don't know, maybe not, because there's always a crazy game between those two.
Nothing's for sure with the Patriots and Dolphins.
That's true. Sterling Sharp. Oh, they're doing the reveal.
With this Splash Sports. Dump off.
Austin Eckler. Man,
Go.
he is heated. Matt LaFleur was yelling. Come on, Jaden. Get rid of that ball.
No, he ain't getting out of there.
What's up, Carla? Thanks, Carla.
I don't have the comments up. I got to bring those up. I've been missing
Yeah,
those.
that's what I'm saying, man. I kind of want to go Chicago in Detroit. There's a lot of games I kind of want to take the upsets. I kind of want to take Cleveland. I don't know why, but I kind of do.
Eckler again.
I mean, he's dependable.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, Pittsburgh over Seattle.
God damn it.
Bills over Jets.
Two guys had 15 out of 16 last week.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Bunch of
I only
people
missed
had
two.
14. Yeah,
I
a
got
bunch of
14.
people.
I got 14 out of 16 last week.
I think I got 10.
What up, Pete?
It's about what I usually get, 9 or 10. I suck at picking the games. I'm only a fantasy football guy.
Wow, what a punt. Wow.
Did they catch it right at the 1? I missed that.
No, that was sick, though, but he should have. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag at the end. Yeah, they did. That's for sure. You know you're going to be throwing the flag. You should have let him go. That sucks, dude. That was at the 1. That was a hell of a stop. You got to know when to stop, dude. It's like trying to rip his shoe off.
Buffalo and the Jets. What do you think?
Buffalo. That was golden too, right there. Boom. Like right here, stop. Oh, he might have thought he was up and didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Cardinals. Ooh, Cardinals over the Panthers. Indiana over Denver. What do you think? It's in Indy.
Listen, the Colts look really good. I'm not
They
gonna
do.
lie. I watched the game. I rewatched and they look good.
Daniel Jones is reborn after going through the Kevin O'Connell school.
I'm talking like both sides of as a complete team.
The Kevin O'Connell school of quarterback.
I picked up their defense this week at a couple of spots too. I don't know. I have to pick though.
Ooh, Vegas versus the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers, man. They're on fire. Ooh. New Borderlands. Ooh, Minnesota over Atlanta. Hell yeah. Suck it, Kirk.
Eagles and Chiefs. I know who I'm picking.
I'm gonna tell you, dude, right now, if Houston keeps looking the way they look, Nico Collins is gonna be a bust this year.
I don't know. He'll get going. They'll be fine.
If that offense can't get going, how's he gonna get going?
It's because they don't have an identity yet. Give it a couple of weeks. Nico will have a big game.
There's Tucker Kraft.
That was a good play call. I think Houston beats Tampa Bay. I don't think Houston starts 0-2. Doesn't sound right.
I'm going Tampa.
At home. Houston's at home. I like that. Combined points. Chargers, Vegas. I'm going to go 53.
Danny Pesos is what I used to call Daniel Jones because pesos are worth less than pennies.
Now I got to go to my MFL. I got to do the TSA one. Didn't do that one yet. That's Kraft.
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
I might have sat him this week
No, I played him.
for Fannin.
No, but we went with Kraft. 57 yarder.
Nope, I started him, dude. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I got 11.
2 for 2 for 72 yards. Give him a touchdown now, and I'll be good. That's it. He can be done with the game. What's up, everybody? If you want to come over to, we're over on YouTube, Sports Affiliation on YouTube. If you want to come hop over on YouTube, you can jump in the chat. Make sure you get subscribed. Man, we got so much content throughout the week. It's crazy. Yeah.
I'll talk more once I'm done with my picks. I have to catch
All right.
it up. 2nd
and 9. Come on. I want to see Green Bay lose. Sorry, Iggy, but that was almost that was a target for Tucker Kraft. I like to see that though. Tucker Kraft's going to get fed today.
Damn it. Why did that do that? Rams, Cardinals,
Tucker.
Broncos.
Yep. Screw them Packers. Except for Tucker Kraft. He can score if he wants. Jordan Love, get him. Tackle him. Oh! Oh! If I'm the Packers, I don't want my hits like that. I do not want my quarterback taking hits like that. He must
Looked
think
like it fired him up though.
that one right there, not these. But that was a good one. He thinks he's Pat Mahomes. That Luvu, dude, Luvu, how did he miss him? How did he miss that tackle? Dude, he jumped right in front of him like, ah. What are you doing?
We don't have to. There's no button that's to like save the picks, right? Or to submit. You just pick the TSA sleeper one.
Yeah, you just pick. I don't know if there's a. Hold on, I think there's definitely tiebreakers. Is that what you're looking for?
No, I did the tiebreaker, but I'm handicapped one. Whatever. All right, now, I mean, I can do those lineups after, I guess. I know I don't have anybody in this game for those two leagues. I got friggin' 13 or 14 leagues on Sleeper and 12 on NFFC and 2 on MFL managed friggin' lineups. Too many.
Too many. Yeah, I'm in. I think 13. I guess with the Pick'em and then the Oasis, I think I'm in 15. Then all the best ball leagues. My girl, she's like, I'm going to Home Depot because she wants new lights. She's like, they got lights on sale for 50% off. I was like, you're going to buy flowers, aren't you? You're going to buy plants. Lo and behold, she comes back with all these plants. They were on sale. I was like, yeah, the sale was not for the friggin' lights. It was for the plants, wasn't it? That's all right. Yeah, the front looks really nice.
Jesus Christ, I missed my teammate. Gina asked if I wanted to roll a Kraft or Fannin. Kraft is in there. So
that's good. You gotta text her back and be like,
I just did.
Yeah.
I said Kraft, not knowing if she put him in or not, or it was me.
Tucka. I like his face mask. Why is he out? Why is he not in there, dude? It's first and goal, and Tucker Kraft isn't in the game. What the hell? No, Dobbs, touchdown. I like the Guardian cap he's got on. I'm telling you, dude, Dobbs is the most reliable wide receiver on the whole team. Everyone shits on him, but he's always there.
Who was it, Dobbs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone shits on him, dude, but someone gets hurt. Guess who they go to?
I have him in a lot of deep 14 team, like multiple
man.
flex.
I thought about picking him up
leagues.
in some leagues.
Yeah.
All right, we got 0-7 game. Green Bay's up. Still in the first quarter. 4 minutes and 33 seconds still left in this quarter.
Yeah, babe.
Can you help me open this, please?
What? He's the strongest dad alive.
JC, did you hit? No, she can't hear you because I got the headphones in. JC said I'm the strongest dad alive.
Dude, Jordan Love's been playing for 9. What? That can't be right. How many years has he been playing? Did it say 9? That can't be right. I know Iggy's happy, but damn it, I don't want to see the Packers win.
That's not nice. I actually like both of these teams.
Oh, I like the Batman logo he's got. Let's go. I didn't know Jaden Daniels like Batman. That's sick. Pete. That's
Where's
no
Pete?
good.
Why doesn't Pete join us?
Pete's got no beer.
I had to drag my cooler over.
Dennis said every time Joe opens a jar, it causes the Beijing plane to have seismic activity.
What's that mean?
It means he caused an earthquake. It's so strong.
Oh.
And China's on the other side of the earth.
Speaking of my daughter Kennedy, she got her first fantasy football win this week.
Let's go.
She defeated Ryan Kennedy's son Colt.
Oh, nice. So is Shakori Krosky Merritt just not playing or what? Because I haven't seen him on the field once.
What number does he wear?
I don't know. Not 30.
Yeah, Eckler's 30. Debo?
Man, you got to throw the ball.
Oh, it's Eckler again.
Yeah, Eckler's getting absolutely fed. Ja'Cory is not even out there.
Did I play Eckler? I have him in.
I'll tell you like now, I played Krosky Merritt in every league I had him in this week. And that's going to be a nice big fat 0.
Did I tell you the news
I don't know.
about Dan Jewett, the guy I had on the other night? He has been officially added to the Monday show.
Oh, nice, dude.
So, yeah, we got me, him, and Joey Brown as constants, and we're going to rotate out a fourth and a fifth guest here and there.
I love that.
And we'll do like the usage. It'll be like a usage takeaway show from 7 until kickoff. Monday nights.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? Krosky Merritt had 0. How does he go from? We had 10 carries, more than 10 carries.
I don't even know why they're not going to try to run the ball. I think that's how you can beat Green Bay. I don't know. Maybe I don't know football.
That's all right. Me neither. Man, this dude can punt the ball, though. I'll tell you that.
All the kickers and punters are good nowadays. One thing I noticed.
I'll tell you right now, yesterday, or the Vikings game the other day, our punter was making some shitty punts. You love hearing the commentators go, "Oh, that one was pretty short." You're like, "Oh, great."
Nice. Let's see. Let me see. Let me check and see who Rick has on tomorrow night.
He asked if you need any liquor from the store. You said you need some tequila, right?
I do. Yeah. Get me get me a bottle of Milagro.
Dude, Milago.
Milagro. Yeah.
It's my favorite tequila.
It's pretty good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Debo's playing. I don't even know if Ja'Cory Croskin-Merritt's playing.
I sat Debo on one team. I'll tell you who I played in. I'll put in for him. Let me look. I ultimately decided he was the guy to sit. I put Elick Ayamanoa, whatever his name is, in at the flex, and I benched Debo.
Ooh, Greg started him.
You thought you won't be able to see it with the glare. It's in there though.
Oof.
Debo on the bench. Oh no, that was a different team. I started Devonta Smith over him.
They're trying to say that Green Bay quarterbacks win Super Bowls when they turn 27, so they say that Jordan Love's going to win a Super Bowl this year. Not going to happen.
Is that Jaden Reed? He's back in?
That's golden.
I thought I saw 1-1. I thought it was a 0. On my big team, I sat Debo. It's a good call, I think. I played either Devonta Smith or Stephon Diggs, whichever one you want to say is worse over Debo. But I did have Debo in last week.
I'll get him, Zach. Ugh. Just getting wrecked. What is that sound?
What, that clicking noise?
Yeah.
That's my fan. Should I turn it off?
Yeah, it's really annoying. You got to fix that fan.
No, it's fine. It's just you got to put it in the right spot. It's the light. It's the light. It's the thing that holds the light. It's so I don't know.
Da-da-da-da-da. Sounds like a machine gun. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
When is it? When I have it?
Oh. When the lights
All right.
go down in the city. What the heck? Where is Bill?
Da-da-da. Rick Avery called that too. Dobbs, anytime touchdown.
Nice. Yahoo Sports is already like updating their article about Corey Krosky Merritt. Is Corey Krosky Merritt playing tonight? Fudge.
Nice. Some more rumblings about DJ Moore getting traded.
Where?
He
Ooh, you know where he should go? You know where they should send him?
New England.
Panthers.
Right back. Go back to Carolina.
Yeah, dude. That definitely would help Ted.
I still don't understand how he got thrown into that trade. Like, the trade was already lopsided. Bryce Young, the Carolina, it's like, we take Bryce Young. If I was Bryce Young, I would have stormed up to the guy's office and been like, you just traded all this shit and my best wide receiver for me. What are you doing? You trying to kill me? Thanks, Jerry.
Does Mika play tonight?
They just showed him riding a bike.
Doesn't matter, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's not good for fantasy football. He's good in real life football because he's a great disruptor.
Yes.
Like last week, he only got 11 points and he had a sack. He only had like one tackle.
He allows other people to do what they do too.
Yeah, he's just a disruptor. He causes, obviously your quarterback to get a little scared or your running back to get a little scared. Like he's just there to make things harder, but he never really does much, for fantasy. Pete said he's not going anywhere. 75% of the offense.
I don't know. I heard that he was trashing Caleb and Caleb's the way he throws passes in the locker room.
Look at that, just grabbing the face mask. They didn't have enough friends. There's Debo right there. Hey, it's a point in PPR. Iggy hates that. He's like, how can a guy have -2 points and 3 catches or -2 yards and like 3 catches and still give you positive points?
Because they still caught the pass and took a tackle.
Debo again. Krosky Merritt is nowhere to be seen.
Neither is McLaurin.
Yeah, that's crazy. McSnorin. Yeah, Krosky Merritt ain't even on the field. I don't think he's come. I don't think he's had one snap.
Damn, it's the second week in a row I've had one on this team, this particular team. It's the only auction I did. Last week I
There's
had
Terry.
Xavier Worthy get me 0 points
There's
and leave
Terry.
the game. And now this week I have Jaden Reed get me 0 points and leave the game.
Damn.
Talk about playing handicapped.
There goes Daniels. Oh, terrible. Second and 9. 13 minutes left in the second.
Tucker Kraft is in. I played him over Evan Ingram.
Oh, what a terrible play. Well, that's why you're not in there, Croskett Merritt. Damn it. The one play he goes in, he misses he runs the wrong route, and then he comes out of the game. What the hell? I want to see this kid succeed. Great. Oh, how do you drop that?
He had his
Good
hand in there.
defense. Good defense. Woo. Hella good defense. Packers looking the part. They're playing good defense.
Yeah, he
I don't
broke
know
it
about
up.
that though.
He broke it up.
Yeah, it was a good play. Right here at the top of his route where he grabs him around the chest. Like, isn't that pass interference? Oh, they just punt the ball, so you're not missing anything right now, Pete. Literally, we're on commercial, so not much is happening.
He drove to the liquor store. He really went.
Yeah, I can give you play-by-play on the commercials. It's the Jason Kelsey commercial right now where they're having like a party and they're testing out Sunday Ticket. Now Jordan Love is walking out, and there's everybody. I don't know how to describe this one.
I saw Drake May.
I did see Drake May. Sony, it's for headphones. What? I wonder if those headphones are any good. They're Sony's. I like my Beats, I'll tell you that. All right, now we got a commercial for the Chevy Colorado. They're driving through the dirt, and then here comes the dirt bike, and then they all get together and they're hanging out. Oh, now they got a little tractor thing.
Except that's a Silverado, not a Colorado.
Oh, they said a Colorado on there.
Maybe the first one.
I think it's all of them. And now they're just hanging out. Oh, Expedia. We got the Expedia thing. They're on an island cottage. Dude's hanging out. Now his wife's there, and they're holding hands. And then, Expedia.
Who would you flex, DeAndre Swift or Cedric Tillman?
What was that?
DeAndre Swift or Cedric Tillman?
I think Tillman's probably Joe's favorite target besides Fannin. Who do they got this week?
They're at Baltimore.
Yeah. I don't know. Baltimore just gave up what, 40 points, 41 points, right? So I don't know. Receiver sounds nice. The running back. Who do the Bears play this week? They got another division. Don't they play the Detroit?
At Detroit, yeah.
Detroit did pretty well. They did pretty well slowing the run down.
Oh, overthrown.
Big throw. Damn. Sorry, I thought Golden was supposed to be fast. Pete said, Tillman, I do not trust Swift. Damn, Golden's supposed to be fast. Here's a big deep ball to Golden. Man, it's just a straight go route. And not fast enough. Not fast enough. 2nd and 10. Packers are on their, I think, 5-yard line. 8-yard line. Josh Jacobs up the left-hand side. Mine's a little hole. Gets about 8 yards. 3rd down. They're just showing some next-gen stats right now, so. Jordan Love.
He is terrible under pressure. He's 7 for 7 with no pressure.
3rd and 1. Josh Jacobs out to the right. He gets the ball up the middle. 1st down.
You knew that was coming.
3 yards. 11 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half. 1st and 10. I wish it would show on the screen what where they're at on the field. 8 for 12 for 128 yards and a touchdown. That's Jordan Love tonight. Tucker Kraft 2 for 72. It's crazy.
Going deep again.
Throwing it downfield. No, I don't think he's got it. He's out of bounds. Good catch though. Who's 18? Who's 18? Is that Wicks?
Whoa, that's a catch.
Oh yeah, it is. Hell yeah! Wow, that was a hell of a catch.
Wow,
definitely get the left foot down. Right foot comes down before his shin goes out.
That's really close.
The ball. He's
That's
definitely
real close.
That you better challenge that. That's a catch.
Yep, he challenged it.
All right, we got a challenge. That's definitely a catch. The crowd's going nuts. Who the heck is Heath? That dude's about to get more playing time after that catch. He's going to be the next pickup this week in Dynasty leagues. What a catch, man. Wow. Talk about field awareness. Whew. All right, 1st and 10.
That was by accident.
Just under 11 minutes left. Damn, Green Bay 8.7 yards per play is what they're averaging right now. Washington 1.9. Woo! Jaden, you got to step it up, man. Still a close game, though, I'll tell you that. Handoff. Jacobs up the middle. Cuts a little bit. Falls forward. Probably gets about 4 yards. Second down, probably, I don't know, I think 6.
Mr. Bobby Wagner, some of the leaders of this team really got to start to get at the somebody kind of make a play here. It feels like coming forward.
Wide open.
Who is that? Oh, Dobbs
So
again. He's so good. I don't know why everyone hates on him.
I was drafting him all August.
So many people were just, Dobbs is like the 3. He's like,
No, he's the 2.
I think he's the 1.
He could be the 1, but I had.
I mean, Tucker to me is probably the 1. Like he'd probably, I don't know. I think Dobbs is the 1. He's a veteran. He's been there the longest out of the receivers. I got a 101 card. I know Mel wants it so bad. It's so sweet. It's got the NFLPA logo in the card in the Nike swoosh. It's pretty sick. 1 of 1. All right, second down, 9 minutes left. 2nd and 11.
Oh yeah, I got Kraft in by Scott Fishbowl lineup.
Man, I'm so glad I drafted Tyler Warren in that league over Downs. I could have had Downs, bro. I took Tyler Warren instead. Dude, let's go, Tucker Kraft. Yo! Tucker Kraft coming for that ass, baby. Big play here by Tucker Kraft. Good block and release. Out to the right. Sheds a tackle. Gets about another 10 yards. That's probably what, an 18-yard play, 10-yard or 20-yard play? 18 for sure. Big play downfield. 3 catches, 89 yards, dude. Give him the touchdown here. That'd be so sick. Josh Jacobs up the middle. He's probably about to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal here. Give this to Tucker Kraft. Tucker. Josh Jacobs up the middle again. Touchdown. (13-0). We got 7.5 minutes left in this first half. Man, Heath, man, that was a hell of a catch by him, dude. He kept that drive alive. And Dobbs, too, he looks the part. He's going to be their 1 this year. I think Golden's just going to be that big play guy, He's a returner, and he's going to be a big play guy. He's kind of going to be like your Jameson Williams. He's going to be just like that. This catch, though, by Heath, man, holy shit. That's unbelievable. Green Bay looks good, man. They look good.
They go up 14-0.
Did Green Bay play at home last week too?
Yes.
All right, we got to see what they look like away. We got to see like they look like an away team. If they can't play away, it's going to be an issue. Man, J.J. McCarthy did all sorts, man. He did all sorts of things in his first game. He threw his first pick 6. He ran in a touchdown. He threw a touchdown to a receiver and a running back. Not too bad. Got a win, from behind win in Soldier Field against a rival.
I still can't believe they pulled that off. That Chicago.
Dude, Kevin O'Connell. I mean, Brian Flores, dude, his defense. They struggled at the beginning of that game, but man, they turned around in the second half, and they literally gave the offense an opportunity to make some comebacks. That missed field goal that definitely helped. Reichard, man, he's so good. He had that 56-yarder. He had a big one, dude. I take every week, just take the over on 1.5 field goals. It's Minnesota, dude. We kick field goals here.
I have him on a bunch of teams.
Last year, dude, before he got hurt, he didn't miss a field goal or an extra point until he got hurt. So the week he got hurt, he missed 2.
Kraft has 22.4 points and Scott Fish.
That's awesome.
I'm projected 345 right now.
Yeah, dude, I wish I would have grabbed Tucker Kraft in that.
See where I got him. I remember it being fairly late, too.
I mean, I think I got Warren in the 10th round. I was stoked. Let's see. Draft.
9-9. I took him at 9-9.
Draft results. I took Tyler Warren at 9-9.
I got how about 15-9 Daniel Jones?
Tucker Kraft went. I took Cam Royd in that round. I should have took Tucker Kraft. Mark Andrews, man, I took him in that round. I could have took somebody else. Let's see. Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence. Jordan Love, I could have took. Damn. Jacoby Myers. Huh. Yeah, we need a Tucker Kraft touchdown. That's what we need. I want to see you go off and Scott Fish. How did you do last week?
I only scored 223, but I got a win.
You definitely need a big week then.
Yeah. Right now it's got me projected 345 with Kraft having 22 points.
I put up 299 last week, and I'm still in the 500s. 299. Yeah, I'm still in the I'm at like 5. I'm like number 550.
The top score in our week was 310 in our league last week. So not that far out of the, like you said, one big week.
Yeah, dude, my team did really well. I just had AJ Brown and Xavier Worthy, so that really hurt me, Oh, and Mark Andrews, who didn't do anything. So those 3 players, but everybody else had insane. I mean, I said with those 3 players only giving me, I think, a total of, I think it was like 9 points. I still put up 299. So I feel like if you give me what I was averaging about, even 13 points a player, dude, I would have been, in the 230s. Who's hurt? Defense? Offensive line? That won't be good. Jaden's already struggling.
Yeah, Mark Andrews got a 4.
Yeah, not good.
Dak Prescott killed me too.
Not good.
George Pickens, that stack in general.
It's just week 1, dude. Week 1, I don't really pay too much attention to.
Right.
Corey Croskett-Merritt had a big game last week. What is he doing right now? Ooh, that would hurt.
I won my matchup 223.12 to 222.8.
Dang.
That's that. 3.12. Point 312, I mean.
Well, let's see what Mika can do. Mika! He's such a crybaby. Mika, I'm not going to play. Trade me. Oh, there he goes. That's a good. I mean, dude, when he runs and he gets like 5 yards a carry. There's some points on the board. Don't take him out now. Let him get hot. Let him get hot.
Why is my whole timeline flooded with Green Bay Packers fans right now?
Good play. Oh, good catch, dude. McLaurin. It's still a close game, dude. It's only a 2.2 score game. And, it's still not even the second. They still got about 7 minutes in the first half yet.
Big man down.
Coleman. Uh-oh. I want to see a lineman down. I need another beer.
Cerveza. Ooh, this one's nice and cold.
Frosty. Grab one. What's up, John? Oh. Washington just lost Coleman.
Got the professor?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Let's see what Bill can do. Come on, Bill.
1st and 10 at midfield. Play action. Ooh, that could have been picked off.
Oh my goodness.
McLaurin's getting gobbled up over there.
Who's on him? Is that Alexander? Yeah, dude. Tunsil's just handling Mika. Mika. Oh, dang it. I missed what his stats were. Oh, it's close. Shy.
Noah Brown.
De'Ami Brown.
Noah Brown.
Oh, no, it's Noah Brown. Where's De'Ami at?
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had and he had a good game, right? This last week.
Yeah, he did.
Downtown Noah Brown. Krosky Merritt, let's go. First down.
Why didn't he break that one to the outside there? He ran into the pile. What are you doing? You were out on the edge already.
Yeah, John. The watch party is just all about having fun. That's what it is. We're just hanging out, talking ball, talking shit.
Giving commercial highlights. There goes Jaden. Oh,
Krosky Merritt, you got to make that that block.
I don't like when he goes up the middle. I don't mind when he goes to the sideline, but when he goes up the middle.
What's up, Rick?
Rick, you're not watching? We'll have to make sure we could give play-by-play now.
Make sure you set up Rick's show tonight, and I'll get the graphic ready for
It's
it.
already set up.
All right.
He did it. Well, that's what I meant to do is look to see who he has on.
All right. 2nd and 5, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Hike. Get rid of it. Almost intercepted again. Pass defended. 3rd and 5.
We're up to 765 subscribers. We gained another one today.
Nixon's having a good one. Good game, dude. Thanks everybody for subscribing. We appreciate it, man. Much love. We're all about having fun and passing on whatever knowledge that we have. There's a lot of good people in our community at the sports affiliation, so we're very blessed to have a lot of different intelligent, a lot of people with different intelligent minds. Different perspectives of the game. McLaurin's just getting beat up on, dude.
Dustin Hogue. That's who Rick has on tomorrow. Apparently, his nickname is Dookie. Dookie Hogue.
Like Dookie Howser?
No, like Green Day Dookie.
51-yard field goal attempt. Matt Gay gets it right up the middle. Not bad. At least they're on the board now. Take whatever you can get. Rick said he doesn't watch Thursday or Monday night games. We're about to see a huge comeback from Washington in the second half. Watch. After Tucker Kraft scores a touchdown, though. All right, we're back to commercials. The dog just ate all the food out of the fridge. Uber Eats.
There's Roger Goodell in the house.
And an Amazon owner.
Andy Jassy.
He must just be a CEO or something.
How's Bill Merritt doing? Rick wants to know.
He literally just got his first shot of that last drive. So not good. When he gets the ball, he looks good. He's had like 2 carries. Not a bad return. All right. Enough pictures of Vince Lombardi. We know. An absolute legend. We know. We know.
What if he didn't win that first Super Bowl? Would he still be a legend?
I don't know. The Vikings won the very last NFL championship, though. Ooh.
Was that?
I don't know who that is. It's not Dobbs. Dobbs is 87.
87, yeah.
He came out of the backfield, though. Is that Brooks? No, I thought Brooks was like. I'm not sure who that is. Nice little run out of the backfield, though. Williams? All right. 2nd and 2. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock.
Jacobs up the middle.
Up the middle. A little bit to the right. A little shake out to the right. First down. Flag,
though. Coming back, it's Holden.
Oh, you don't like the commercials. Holding on the other tight end. What the hell? Maybe get him out of the game. Tucker. What? How's their pass interference? They were grabbing all up on him.
Doogie Hauser. Hey, the needles. Jesus Christ.
Doogie.
They're still doing guillotine leagues. Korean season started already.
Is that Brooks?
I think Pete's asking for a link.
I'll send it to him. I'm probably just gonna stay on until halftime, and then I gotta.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, same here.
I gotta get all the everything ready for tomorrow. We got 2 shows tomorrow. Carla's show, her Zumba show, and then Rick Avery's got his show right after that.
I can see the reflection of your TV off the window.
Hell yeah! Get him! Oh, he's going deep.
No.
Yeah, you knocked that down. Dang, see? Dobbs has Lattimore. He's definitely the one.
Is he the one that liked to fight Mike Evans, right?
Yeah. He was at Saint for a while.
Yeah.
All right, punt team is out. That's what I like to see for Green Bay. The punt team is the best. They're my favorite group for the Green Bay Packers.
Return.
Oh, he's got the ball, returning it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that's a good return. Almost out to 40.
A little before midfield.
Peter. 40.
What's up, fellas?
What up,
Hold
dude?
on, Pete.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Good to
It'd be
see
better
you.
if it'd be better if the Packers were losing.
You know what? You're absolutely right. That's okay because it's gonna happen.
At least Iggy's happy.
Let him have it. Him and Mel have it for the first game and a half. Then it's gonna be all downhill.
That's right. They had 2 home games to start the season.
Yeah. Vikings got an away win. I like that.
Hey, you know what? As I sat there watching that game, I just felt of all the quarterback frustration since I've been born in 78. Just like hitting me like, oh my goodness, this can't be happening again.
That's crazy. All right, John. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Love your data. Got some top-notch data. John's got some of the best data. Y'all got to go check out their website.
It gives me a headache actually when I try to take it all in and look at it and see what it means.
So real quick on the Caleb, I'm gonna give him a little bit slack because you know what? This kid that was his 18th start.
Because what? Because he's a bear?
No, 3 head coaches. You tell me what quarterback that goes through 3 head coaches in 18 starts, that kind of shakes the person up. They may have damaged him already.
Trevor Lawrence?
He might be damaged goods. I'd hate to say it, but
sounds like Trevor Lawrence to me.
It's the Chicago way.
They Justin Fields them.
Mitchell Trubisky, all of them. I just, you know what? I think Trubisky needed he was fine. He was doing really well. And then everybody just decided because of the double doink.
Oh, yeah. I like the missed field goal this last in week 1. I like that.
And It's the way. It's the way. You know what? I hope it's not one of the deals where the offensive coordinator that turned head coach is not a good head coach. He's just a great offensive coordinator. It happens way too much.
Is Ben Johnson the truth?
I thought he was, but I'm just wasn't sure what they were doing. I mean,
or is Caleb just not good?
I'll get a lot of slack for saying this, but there's a reason why you shouldn't have drafted Loveland in the first or Burden in the second without going for a running back. When you have to put DJ Moore as a running back, you got a problem. You got issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me either why they didn't take a running back, but and it's gonna be like it's gotta be a something's gotta give, like a DJ Moore trade.
Yeah, I don't see it because I'll see it if the Bears are like losing, if the season is just like last year, then I understand that that's a smart move. Get something back from him for him.
I just don't see if Ben Johnson has a vision and something is stopping the team from developing an identity, then something has to give, and that's what the problem. I feel like there's no official identity for the offense yet. It's just a bunch of pass catching options and basically a second, still a rookie, second year quarterback trying to get acclimated to the NFL.
Yeah. So it's first game. We'll see this game. And then you can start to put the pieces together to see exactly what this team's going to be. Because you don't want to start 0-2.
The heck?
Cheers.
Cheers. What are you drinking? Whiskey?
Whiskey.
What kind?
Jameson?
Ooh.
I love Jameson. Just don't drink the orange one.
Oh, it's a good choice. I like the black.
Yeah, the black barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orange, it just leaves a bad aftertaste.
All right, 2nd and 10. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the first half.
They're moving the ball. They're just about in field goal range.
Is that Debo? The ball come out?
They're going deep.
He's down.
Oh, they almost intercepted it. For some reason,
you're like way ahead.
Hey, every time, JC, every time.
Are you on cable or what are you watching on?
On Amazon.
What? So am I.
You know what? Maybe it's the speed of the internet. I got like the highest speed possible because I got these kids and they're just on the internet all day.
That's a good throw, though. Eckler, dude.
And
How many targets has Eckler already had? What do you think? 8, 9?
No, I think it's about 5.
I think you're wrong. I think you're low.
Oh, they missed the field goal.
If I'm low, it's 6.
And you left Green Bay with 14 seconds in that field position. Oh, that's bad.
Nope.
It
had the distance, though.
Hey, you guys like the new Carhartt hats that came out on NFL Shop?
Oh, that's dope.
Nice, yeah.
It's a lot thicker. I like it a lot. I told my wife, I said, this is going to be my new favorite hat now. She goes, it doesn't match with any of your clothes. I said, I don't care. Which I had to talk to you, JC, because I want you to design me a hat.
All right. It says he only has 2 targets. That can't be right at all.
I want to tell you what just happened, but
Tucker Kraft touchdown?
no.
Oh, I don't care then. Unless it's an interception.
It's a complete pass to somebody.
Out of bounds, and it
Wicks.
stopped 8 seconds left.
I think that's Wicks, right?
Oh, it is Wicks.
You got. Why'd they run the ball?
They just run the clock out? Oh, they got timeouts.
They
Oh,
probably
I didn't see their timeouts.
They probably didn't center it for the kicker.
I'm used to the timeouts being on the top or the bottom.
It's a good run. He calls a timeout. 4 seconds left on the clock. We're going to halftime. Appreciate everyone watching us tonight. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Get over to our YouTube sports affiliation. Check out sportsaffiliation.com. Got a lot more articles coming out now that the season's rolling.
And subscribe to the news. No good. Subscribe to the Sports Affiliations newsletter. You won't miss anything. You'll get that email. You'll get everything.
What? I haven't been writing one.
What?
No, I haven't. I don't have time to write one. You write one? You want to write one?
I could try.
Yeah, Joe. I used to write a newsletter. Oh, he doinked it.
See, I said double doink and it doinks. Hey, Iggy's writing something because I keep getting the emails from what he puts on the.
Oh, that's for FF7s.
That's the FF7 newsletter.
Yeah, we'll see. So now I'm a liar. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it's still TSA, but yeah, that's you got to be part of his league to get that. That's a great charity league. 275 yards allowed in the first half. That's
1-0 in the
that defense is
FF7.
bad. So start everybody against the Commanders. Last week they gave up 231 in the first half to the Giants.
And the Giants are bad. You think Russell Wilson gets benched after this game? Because you know they're not going to beat the Cowboys.
Dan Quinn, low key, could be like man, I don't know if he's gonna be there long. If he's gonna keep this up, they're not looking good.
Sophomore slump.
Oof.
Happens way too much. It happened with CJ Stroud. I kind of give him he lost weapons. There's a lot of injuries. His offensive line was a turnstile. So
What we got going on tomorrow? All right, let's see. Tomorrow we got Dustin Hogue on the Friday Night Fantasy Fights. That's at what, 9:30
Yep.
or 9:45?
One or the other, yeah. I don't know if
And
nine,
then
yeah. I don't know what time he said it for.
Carla's at what, 8:30?
Yep.
Sasha.
It's a tough name. I looked at it.
Oh, man, he's got 4 names. That's dope. Sasha, Kayleen, Mills, Odoy. I probably butchered that, but that's tomorrow too.
Beyond the Beats.
Beyond the Beats. Good vibes. Let's see what else we got.
It's a great show. It's actually a great show.
see. Saturday, I'm trying to get Dennis and John set up for their show to be rolling on Saturdays. So I got to figure that out. What else we got? Sunday, Tip Majors got his Fantasy Nuggets. So that comes out he goes live at what would it be on Eastern time? 7:15?
Yeah.
Right before the night games.
That's a nice, quick little 15-minute segment.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got anything else to say, Pete?
No. Other than, well, yeah. Keep supporting the sports affiliation. We love and appreciate you all for that.
What about? I heard you say something about Go Vikings.
I didn't have that much whiskey.
Hashtag skull.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
What do you think about JJ? JJ looks good, bro. He looks struggling.
He looked all right.
He
looked all right, but let's come on. NFC Player of the Week for a guy who played one quarter of football. Come on.
Yeah, dude, he's got the Blake Bortles in him, baby. Let's go.
Come on. Hey, Baker Mayfield had a comeback and he threw for 3 touchdowns. That should have been the NFC Player of the Week.
Hey, he had 3 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground.
What about what Josh Allen did?
Yeah, but he's not in the NFC.
Oh, NFC. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it Tucker Kraft again? Oh, no, they're showing highlights. I'm like, Tucker Kraft is going off again.
He better, dude. I don't care if I still want the Packers to lose, but Tucker Kraft's got to have like a huge touchdown. I would like that.
49 passing yards for Daniels. Woof, that's not good at all.
No, it's not good at all, man. He's having a little sophomore slump.
Yep.
But it's still a close game, man. 3 to 14 is super close.
They probably should have signed somebody a little bit better than Debo. Not that Debo is bad, but he's old these days, and he's only got he's like we know what Debo is.
Man, what if Tyreek Hill becomes available?
That would be a guy. So a DJ Moore.
Oh, I think he's gonna go. DJ Moore is going back to the. He's going back to the Panthers. Pete's like,
I don't know if he'd want to go back to them. No, I mean, if he's going to be traded, I don't think he's going to go to an NFC team. I think the Bears will flip him to an AFC.
I don't know. I can see him back in Panthers uniform.
I can see him going to the Chiefs.
Everybody goes to the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Is Xavier Worthy coming back this next week, or is it a couple weeks?
No, week 3 is what I'm seeing. Week 3 is a possibility.
Fucking Travis Kelce. How selfish. He's like, I'm getting all the touchdowns today. He said, nobody else is scoring. Get out of here, Xavier. God.
So what happens when you get engaged?
Yeah. It's going to be weird seeing Swift on the back of his jersey, though. I'll tell you that.
That's good. That's good. I love that. I love that.
It'll be interesting.
It'll say Kelsey Swift.
Kelsey Swift. Wow. Wow. And those jerseys will still sell.
Oh, they sell more.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
What do we think? Who's going to win? Miami or Patriots this week?
Oh, I got Miami.
Wow.
I just as everybody's not impressed with Caleb, I am not impressed with Drake. I don't know if they got the right coaches there.
Are you impressed with Tua?
I'm not impressed with Tua, but at least they got weapons. They got, running backs. They could do something. They can move the ball. They got a little bit of a good defense.
I'm gonna throw out my prediction right now.
You're gonna say New England because
It is New England, okay, but so New England and Miami, the scores are always weird. So I'm gonna say 26-23, New England.
And you know what? That would be. I could see that. I 100% see that. If you can pressure Tua enough, he's not the same quarterback. He gets rattled. He's been hit enough. He's got those concussions that have happened. That they keep going after him, then there could be a problem. So you got to blitz.
But I think Trevion finds the end zone. I don't know what he's going to get for usage, but he finds the end zone.
Bill, they better put Bill in the game second half. That's why they're losing.
Green Bay's
That's
defense
what I'm saying.
is
You
good.
Commanders need to be handing the ball off. They need to get that ground game moving so they can get stuff going on in the air.
Man, Sterling Sharp just getting into the. Oh, all right. So they're Hall of Fame.
The Ring of Honor.
They're gonna run out of places to put names.
Sam Ponder, dude, she's the best. Christian Ponder, not so best. He's not good. Worst draft pick ever.
Hey, so my Bears are finally it's happening now. It's taken like 6 years to get it done, but they are moving to Arlington Heights, which is a suburb outside of Chicago. Kevin Warren said that they're not worried about state funding. They're going to pay for everything. And they're going to build this really big stadium. They want a Super Bowl by 2030.
Is it going to be a dome?
Yes.
I think I have a quarterback that can throw over 4,000 yards by then.
I have no idea. No idea. None. But it's happening.
Jay Cutler comes back and he finally throws over 4,000
with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, Jay, baby. He's my favorite Bears quarterback.
Yeah, he was a tough guy. I remember he was like, bump into the linemen because they weren't blocking. He used to shit. Yeah, and you know what? The reason we couldn't win with him is because we had Mike Martz as the offensive coordinator, and they legit traded Greg Olson to the Panthers because he's not a blocking tight end.
He's so good. He's so good.
Chicago Bears.
Who's the worst quarterback to ever play in a Super Bowl? Who do you guys think?
Brock Osweiler.
He played in the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, he got him to the Super Bowl.
Who's
that was the year that's the year that Peyton Manning played for Denver.
Who's the quarterback that
Peyton Manning got hurt and then Brock Osweiler came in. He got the huge contract by the Texans. Then his manager got him a huge contract for the Texans, and then he sucked for the Texans.
Wait, you'll know. 85. Who was it?
For what?
Joe,
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
In 85, I'm not that old. I was only 2 years old when that game was. Yeah.
I feel so old.
Who was it? Steve Grogan? Was that what his name is? Was that what the quarterback was for the Patriots back then? That's the only Patriots quarterback I think of from the 80s that I know of.
Tony Eason or Steve Grogan?
Tony Eason, yeah, that rings a bell too, but I didn't think of him.
Yeah, so I would go with him or either one of those.
No way. They squished the fish. How can you knock that? I was thinking like Was Jake Delhomme the quarterback for Carolina when the Patriots beat them?
Dude, don't hate on Jake. Don't hate on
man.
Jake Delhomme, dude. He was awesome. He had Steve Smith.
What about Rex Grossman?
Do not hate on
Rex Grossman's
Jake
got to
Delhomme.
be up there then. When he
Well, yeah, because the defense got the Bears there.
What about Nick Foles?
Nick Foles. But you know what? Hey, shout out to Nick Foles. He pulled it off.
He
He did, man. Big Dick Nick, baby.
He only had to play one game and he's done. Yeah, all right, I'm done. Right there, I would have retired. I would have went off shining. Like, yes.
All right. Let's do one drive and then we'll get out of here.
All right. Sounds good.
It looks like Commanders get the ball to start off the second half. Dan Quinn looking like he's not sure where he's at.
Yeah, you'll see it right now.
They're going out of bounds. It looked like it was going out of bounds. Nope. Tebow.
Oh, boy.
He ain't going to make it, though.
What a return, though, dude. If you're in a league with return yards.
He's like, that's it. Now I can't play the rest of the drive. Take me out. I need oxygen.
At least a quarter. At least a quarter. Oh, my God. I feel like I shouldn't have started Crockett.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's pretty crazy that, they switched. I don't know why they did that. Like, he played really well last week.
He did. He was on my bench, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start him. He had great stats.
Dude, he's so good. He still gets like 5 yards every run. At least 4. He falls forward. It's great. Like, I don't know. They're not using them properly. They need to just start running the ball.
So before the drive starts, I'm going to go over a couple of key stats here. Debo Samuel, only 3 receptions for 13 yards. Ooh. Terry McLaurin, only 2 receptions for 18
yards.
What
the hell was that?
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, 2 rushes for 9 yards.
Yuck.
Austin Eckler, 4 rushes for 11 yards and 2 receptions for 7 yards. I think he had a reception called back on a holding penalty. That's why it seems low. Green Bay numbers, we got Josh Jacobs with 12 carries, 42 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Love, 214 yards passing and a touchdown. Also ran once for 14 yards. Dobbs with the touchdown and 3 catches and 28 yards. Wicks, 3 catches, 33 yards. And Tucker Kraft, 3 catches, 89 yards. Matthew Golden only has 1 catch for 6 yards. They're spreading it around.
There we go. There we go. Hey, watch Lucas Van Ness on this play. Watch Lucas Van Ness.
Did he get dusted or what?
And it did not work out for him, I'll tell you that. Oh, okay. His own player ran into him.
It's a good play.
First down.
They gotta get momentum here. Zach Ertz, dude, he doesn't quit. He was my player of the year last year.
Caught a touchdown last week.
Everywhere. I was like, draft him at the end of your draft in best ball. Everywhere. One good call.
He'll never retire.
He was part of the team I won the big money in. He was my tight end the year. He had 116 receptions.
Nice.
I got him in the 5th round.
There you go, dude. See, every time he gets the ball, he runs for like 4 yards, 4 to 5 yards. Get him rolling, dude. Don't take him out of the game. Just let him play, man. He's good. They should have both him and Eckler out there.
Oh, what's this?
Packers look a little gassed on this play.
Debo.
Packers fans look a little scared now.
If they score here, man, it's gonna be it's a game changer, man. It's gonna be a close game. This, regardless of how bad Washington defense has looked, maybe it's just Green Bay's offense just hasn't looked great.
Oh, they just crushed. But there's a flag, but it's going to be holding on Green Bay. I mean, on Washington on the left side. Right side. Sorry, right side. Yeah, right tackle just got beat and hooked him.
Oh yeah. Parsons gets in there. It doesn't count as a sack, though. I'll tell you that. Sorry.
Yeah, but they still get that hit on him, man. Oof.
Mika. He definitely got beat, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, he did. Nice inside swim move.
Mika.
Oh, my God.
Not good.
They did let this guy walk home from the stadium.
Oh, is this Matt Gay? It's a long kick, dude, but
That's your job. That's your job.
On the road in Green Bay.
oh no. They should have 9 points right now.
Yep.
Green Bay's going to win by default.
Just end the game.
Green Bay has a missed field goal, too.
I'll tell you, if you have him in fantasy, in our fantasy league, you're going to be screwed.
Yep.
He's got like minus 15
I only
right
drafted
now.
accurate kickers. I got Jake Bates.
Let's see what Matt Gay has.
All right. I think I'm going to shut it down, guys. 10 o'clock over here.
4.6 he's at. All right. We're going to get out of here. Appreciate everyone coming hang out with us tonight. You know, we're going to do these, try to do these every Thursday, watch parties. Let's see here. Kyle, real quick. He said, I trade Pickens, Franklin in a third for A.J. Brown in a sixth.
If it's Dynasty, I hate it.
Yeah,
it's definitely
know.
Dynasty.
That's a lot to give up. Pickens, Franklin, and a third.
That's not a good trade. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm sticking with Pickens. I just think, like I said, I mean, A.J. Brown could have had a bad game too, but
Franklin is number 2 in target share for Denver so far through one game. It's only one game, but the fact that he's already you could have like the same type of jump that like Keon Coleman's having right now. The second year is a big difference from the first year for a lot of guys. And I think Troy Franklin definitely falls under that. And he's also attached to his college quarterback, Bo Nix. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Got 2 shows tomorrow night, so I said hop over to the Sports Affiliation YouTube, get subscribed, smash those likes, smash the notifications so you don't miss any of our videos, because we've got one almost every single day, and I think it is every single day. So come pop by, man. Check us out. We're out of here. Peace out.
All right, guys.
Night.